of the car. All right, so you're talking
Yeah,
about flat surface. There had to be at least 4 inches on the top of the cars
that's what I thought. Yeah.
It
Ooh.
really did. It was really it was
Well,
something.
I want you to know that I jinxed us all because I was just thinking with the nice weather, I said, you know what? I think this is it. And every time I say, this is it, we're not going to get any more snow,
Oh
I
no.
jinxed everybody. I do apologize. And there we go with more snow. And now we're due for possibly more snow towards the end of the week and on the weekend. Yay.
I got to get
Just
up out of my
Great.
chair for a second because I have to adjust the camera so they can see Jay. So keep talking.
I
okay.
can see Jay. You tall glass of water. How are you?
I'm good. I am
Yeah.
good. No complaints. Oh yeah, I see what the hell he's talking about. Now I'm way off kilter there.
Oh, I can't see a thing. So
Yeah,
what
that's
else is new?
stream. Now that's stream. There,
But
yeah.
I,
Oh,
I didn't see any of the videos this morning because I was doing my homework, doing some news stories, and it seems like a bit of a slow news day. So, but I was
well,
trying to pick and
news day.
go
Yeah,
ahead.
I would definitely give you that. It's going to be a slow news day. I think just because it's Tuesday and people.
Why Tuesday means slow news days? Since when?
That's what it means in like Greek.
Oh, I didn't know. Well,
That
okay,
means
I
slow
stand
day.
corrected.
Greek
Yeah.
people
Uh-huh.
take don't people Greek people take it in hiney or something like that. I've heard they like that type of stuff. I'm not
You
sure.
see, Jace, you and I were having a nice conversation, and then he just jumps in with that nonsense. Really?
I'm not sure. Listen,
People
I'm
Really?
still mad at you. I'm still mad at you. All right.
Who?
At me?
Yeah, I'm
Well,
still
pick a
mad.
number.
What?
Stand in line. I got a bone
Yeah.
to pick with her too.
You know what?
Oh,
She insulted
oh,
Paul.
really?
She insulted Paul the kangaroo. All right.
Oh,
Oh, no, no, no. Let Paul the kangaroo die.
See what I'm
Let him
saying?
die a
See what I'm
kangaroo
saying?
death.
See what I'm saying, Jay? You see what
No,
I'm
no,
saying?
no. You
No
can't do
respect for
this.
the
Can't do
animals.
this.
No
I'm gonna
respect.
no, stop
Why?
it.
What's your problem with Blondie? What's your problem? Oh, by the
Blondie
way,
promised me twice yesterday she was gonna call me so I could fix her computer.
no. You got to
Oh,
understand
I
Helen.
am so
You got
sorry.
to
That's my
understand. You got
fault.
to understand Helen Sinigliero. Once she leaves here, once she leaves the studio, she don't give a shit about us. She don't care.
That's so. Oh my God! I swear to God, them's fighting words, Eric
I got
Koppelman.
to tell you, Lisa, you've never looked better this morning. Anyway,
I. Where's
She's,
Lisa?
she's on the phone with somebody right now.
I'm kidding.
I'm
Oh,
back. I'm
okay.
back.
Hi,
I'm
Lisa.
kidding. I'm kidding.
Hey,
How you feeling?
I'm okay. How are you?
I'm good.
She's no,
Apparently, I'm
look,
in the doghouse
she's
with
still.
Jace.
I'm
I'm
telling you
sorry,
right
Jace.
now.
I
I'm
will
looking.
call you
You
today.
still don't feel well. You're lying. I can tell.
What are you gonna call me?
I'm going to call you a good friend that understands that I got very busy yesterday and I meant to call you back and I did not. And I apologize. I will call you later.
Well, you know
It,
what? Sometimes I'm sorry just doesn't cut it. Okay.
Yes, it
Sometimes
does.
no, it doesn't.
Maybe you
It,
should bake something and send it to him.
I'm telling you.
I don't want to kill the guy.
okay with
Oh,
that.
Seriously.
jeez.
Sometimes it's just not enough. Okay.
No, Lisa, you're
Sometimes.
coming home. You're going to cook for me, get me healthy. That's what you're going to do. I made cauliflower pizza last night, cauliflower pizza crust with arugula, roasted peppers, and mozzarella.
No.
It was delish, actually.
That it was. We were
Yeah.
talking about making that kind of pizza crust.
I had
There's
grill.
a place called Mod Pizza down the road,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
it's really healthy. And
Mhm.
we put vegetables on it, and it's like addicting.
I
That's
ha-
how
Look at
good it is.
Jace's face.
Eh.
I had grilled
I'd
cheese.
rather slam my dick in a toaster
I had
than
grill.
eat arugula, sauerkrauted, pretzel breaded dough, and no, thank you.
I had grilled cheese and Cheetos.
I like your
How's
style.
that? How's that program going
It's
there,
doing
Eric?
really,
How's
really
that
well.
going?
It's doing really,
Yeah.
really well. It's called "Don't Step on the Scale." Mm.
Oh, and I'm stepping on the scale every
Did
day
you
and
gain?
praying.
Did you gain the weight that you lost?
No, I didn't.
Oh, there you go.
No, I
I
didn't.
lost some
I'm
weight.
being
I lost a
because
little.
you know what? I'm not eating. I'm not eating Wendy's. You know, I'm not eating fast food. I'm not. I'm trying to stay away. And you know what? I'm not really building up. I'm not eating a lot of cereal. I'm not eating. I mean, I still eat every once in a while. I shouldn't be eating after 6 o'clock at night. I know that, but I still do. You know. So anyway,
Ugh, diets. I'm
yeah,
so sick of dieting.
yeah.
But
I can tell.
no, I'm trying.
Yeah.
What do you mean you can tell? What did you just say? I will come through that screen, man. Don't you
You heard that, huh?
don't you dare.
You heard
Yes, I
that.
heard that.
You heard that?
Yes, I heard that.
Well, I'm sorry.
Mean person. No. Is Eric still here? I'll just do that.
Oh,
I don't care.
What other school districts are closed after saying 2 hour delay?
I
don't-
just saw Marie. Marie posted that I believe her kid's school is closed.
Yeah,
Papa,
the same school as mine. They originally had inclement bus stops, 2 hour delays, and then they
Woo.
within minutes they changed it to no school.
Yeah,
Wow.
I
we
have
have a 2 hour delay, so I'm not sure if they changed us or not. I'll check. I'll find out.
Yeah,
We're supposed
they,
to get more snow though, the end of the week. What the flock? Really? Come on.
I think all
it is
children.
Ugh.
I think
January.
they should stop school at 7 years old and start working right away. That's it.
You know what? Here's something I want to talk about because I saw this yesterday on Facebook, and it's something
What?
that actually caused an argument in my house between me and my father-in-law.
Well, there's a
Oh
first.
boy.
Yeah, right. There's a school district. I forget which one it is, but when you walk into the school, they tell you to put your phone into a pouch, okay, and this pouch magnetized locks shut. Now, once it's magnetized locked shut, you are not allowed to access it, use it, etc., until you are dismissed. And once you are dismissed, you're supposed to walk past these. Remember those things at the clothes store, like Gap and things like that, that the pin goes through the clothes and it's magnet locked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's how you have to get your phone out at the end of the day, and you take this pouch that you've had all day and you toss it in a receptacle so that it can be reused the next day. This turned into an argument here in my house because I
To not
said
use your phone all day?
no. It turned into an argument in my house because as a uh, I don't even want to say victim. It's probably not the right word, but growing up in a time of September 11th. Now let's just say, for the sake of this discussion, the children we are talking about are 12 because I was 12 years old when September 11th happened.
Oh
I
my
live
gosh.
I live right by a military base. Okay, now my school announced on September 11th, everybody's going home. Everybody is going home. They thought that our fighter jets were going to start flying around the state and killing people. We didn't know what the hell was going to happen. We're right by DC. We didn't know what was going to happen. So
Mhm.
they closed school, but it was unannounced, unplanned. They had to contact all the buses. They had to contact parents in the middle of the day and say, "Look, because we are so close to the military base, because we are so close to DC, we are closing the school. Everybody's leaving. Figure something out. Come get your kid." Unless they're going to get on the bus. But this way, school is closing. Now, it was only after September 11th that I got a phone. Okay. And I will always, from there, have a phone because the situation that I had to deal with inside of the school that I was in, kids were crying in the hallway, not knowing how to get a hold of their
Mm,
parents, not knowing
right.
what was going on. And there was a line of kids wrapping around the inside of the school and then wrapping outside the school so that there was a line trying to get to the office to call their parents. I had already had a contingency plan set up with my mother that if anything like Columbine happened, or if anything like a school something happened, that there was already a contingency plan in place that I would leave the school, I would go somewhere, and my mother would know that if she could not contact me, that is where I would be. So, watching this video yesterday, they said that they're going to have students lock their phone in this pouch. They're not allowed to use it, not allowed to access it for the 8 or 9 hours that the school day is. And then at the end of the day, they can unlock their phone. They have access to their phone, their texts, their emails, their games, their whatever. And I said, absolutely not. My father-in-law
Mm.
said, "Oh, but you're going to cause a distraction for everybody else." I said, "No, but I'm also not going to have my child be a victim of another September 11th where they cannot reach me, where they cannot get a hold of me, where they don't know what's going on. There's always going to be a contingency plan in place. There's always going to be a backup plan in place so that my kids can communicate with me. And the first teacher that tries to take their phone away can eat a dick because that's not going to happen. I'll be the first one at the school to snatch that phone out of that teacher's desk. Plus, we're living in an age now where you can't even look at a kid sideways and say, "I don't like your attitude," without a parent storming up there going, "It's none of your effing business what his attitude is about, blah, 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 blah. I'll deal with it when he gets home. You mind your business." But,
Huh.
uh,
Okay.
and Calamity Gina says that's crazy. Kids need their phones for safety. And I say, 100% absolutely true. Gina, I agree with you. But what makes these schools think that locking these phones up for any period of time is going to be acceptable, especially when if it comes down to another emergency situation and kids have to start leaving school, what makes you think that that's going to be the first thing on their mind? Oh, we got to get these unlocking devices ready so that kids can get their phones and call their parents. No, you're going to corral kids and do this and do that and have them go here and come there. That'll be the last thing you let them do is grab
I
the phone and call their parents.
okay. I agree with you. I understand what they're trying to do because cell phones, with the kids and the games and everything else, they become such a distraction. I don't agree with that because, as you said, and unfortunately, such disasters have become such commonplace that I do believe the kids should have their phones. But I think they should be on vibrate and put away in the desks. And then,
Right.
heaven forbid, if something bad is going on, they can call the police or they can call their parents or do something like that. But let me ask
They
you
don't
this.
have desks anymore.
Oh,
They
really?
don't have, well, they do, but they don't
Well,
have like where you can, it's not like a little cubby in there anymore.
actually, that would make sense. Okay. So put the cell phone down and leave it on vibrate. And for the rule, if school, for the hour that you're in that class, and it should be uniform throughout the school, put it on vibrate or on silent. You can have your phone, but put it away for the hour. And then if it is needed, the kids can grab at it. But will kids listen? That's the thing. Because I don't know about you. Let's talk about how addicted kids are to their phones. I mean, wherever I go, I'm driving, I'm walking, I'm in a restaurant, I'm in a mall. I just see kids just looking at their phone all the time. And let me ask you, Lisa, when you're disciplining your kids, because your kids of age where they have the phone,
Mhm.
if you threaten to take their phone away, what do? Do they go ballistic or what?
I don't need to do that.
Okay, but
I never,
okay.
with my oldest, I did one time,
Uh-huh.
with
And
the
what did
three
she do?
teenagers.
Okay. He.
He was young. He
Mm-hmm.
was in his teens, and
Mm-hmm.
there was more to me just taking the phone for one reason. There were several reasons.
Okay.
It didn't go over well with that one, but
Mm-hmm.
I've yet, nor would I want to take the kids' phones away. I don't need to.
Right.
I've never been put in the position with my three teens to have to do that.
Brian Lee says, why not have the teacher have a box with each seat they have in class? Each student, when they enter the classroom, they could put their phone on silent and put it in their direct slot in the box. Brian Lee, that sounds like a great idea to me because I don't know that it's a good idea to take away the kids' phones because, heaven forbid, if the teacher's the only one that has the phone, they might not be able to make a phone call or something
I
like
mean, with
that.
my
That we actually
kids,
have to talk
And
about such
that's what I
things blows
fear.
my mind.
I fear that that's going to be an issue
Yeah.
because in the event of,
Yeah.
and I hate
Hmm.
to say the example
Yeah.
Columbine, or even if not
Yeah.
Columbine, a school intruder of some kind. I'm sorry, but
Yeah.
my natural reaction is going to be leave the building. And
Yeah.
I know that's probably not the safest because then you have to account for all the kids and you have to account for this and you have to account for that and know where all the kids going. And let's say in this
Hmm.
situation you're going to have all the police wrangling the kids like we all
Yeah.
remember for Columbine.
Hmm.
They're all running out one door down a specific path, to a group of protected adults. I'm
Yeah.
sorry, but if I don't feel safe in that situation, I'm not following that protocol. I'm going to
Right.
run to the woods some couple of 100 feet away, grab my
Right.
phone, call my mom. Mom, I'm okay. I'm out of the building. Blah, 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 blah.
Hmm.
But how am I supposed to do that when you lock my phone in a building?
No, it's not a good idea. It's really not a good protocol. It really isn't. It's kind of, I don't want to say counterproductive, but at least oh, I just missed. What did Brian Lee say? It just went away. What did it
Brian
say?
Lee says,
But at least they will have an emergency situation. They can grab their phone and call home. Yes, Brian, you're right. Absolutely, you're right. They should have some kind of access to the phone. He suggested when they walk in that the teacher have a box with slots in
yeah,
it with the kid's
yeah,
name on it and
uh,
then pick it up. Yeah, that's not a bad idea,
no,
Brian.
I think that's a really good
Oof.
idea. But in some
Hmm.
situations where you have the phone's completely locked
Yeah, not a good idea.
by this magnetized thing that only the school administration has access to let you have your phone.
Mm.
No, that's
Yeah,
not going to.
yeah,
I mean, I
I
mean,
disagree with it.
uh,
yeah.
but what I think is going to be really funny is, I mean, look at the kids that we're raising today. I wouldn't say pussies. I would say that these kids know how to stand up for themselves. And you now have parents that are standing up for their kids and telling the
Hmm.
schools a lot different from what we grew up with.
Okay.
I'm sorry, but back in the day when I had a problem at school, my mother would never take my side. You know what I mean?
Mine either. And back
I
in
didn't
my
either.
day too, my mother never took my
But
side.
nowadays, you have parents who are taking the children's side and understanding their
Hmm.
children more and saying, "Look,
Hmm.
uh, You're not going to take this away from him. And if you do, I'm going to come to your desk and either smash your desk open and take it myself, or we're going to bring you right to the office, because that used to be a fear of all parents. Oh, I got to go to the office. No, no.
I wonder, is that violating their civil rights? I wonder.
What is
I
what?
wonder.
So
It-
I have to explain that.
taking away their phones,
You know
but
what?
I have a right to
I don't know. Let me take an adult's phone away as a child, because the
take.
roles were reversed. Oh yeah, I'm
Oh,
sorry, but if my teacher, if I walk into my teacher's class and I decide to take her phone away
yeah.
in class,
Mm-hmm.
she'd be like, "Excuse me, no, you don't take my phone." Well, guess
Mm-hmm.
what? Same rules apply here, honey bun. You're not taking my phone, okay?
No,
I'm
Mhm.
also not the asshole that's gonna sit there and text her in class. I'm not going to
that's
use
true.
it. I'm going to use my phone responsibly. Like I said,
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking about age 12. At age
Mm-hmm.
12, I had a cell phone. By 13, I had a cell phone in my hand constantly. But I
Mm-hmm.
also knew how to use it responsibly. I never used my phone
Mm-hmm.
in class. It would always be on vibrate, and I would only use it between classes if I was walking from one class to another. You get like 3 or 4 minutes to make it to your class.
Right. Mm-hmm.
I know how to use my phone appropriately. I don't use it in class. I'm not just sitting there talking in class or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
That's how my kids are. And then it's good because, when I am there, I communicate with them towards the end of the day. If I know I'm going to be picking them up from school so they don't have to take the bus, stuff like that. I appreciate that communication with them regarding them having their phones. It's 2018. It's just the way it is, you
Hey,
know?
Lisa, I have an interesting story for you because you love to walk on the beach, right?
Ooh.
Yes. I haven't since I've been here, actually.
Really?
Believe it or not.
Wow.
Yeah.
You're on
Okay.
the peninsula. How do you let that happen?
Well,
In any direction, I'm 35 minutes away from a beach, and it's just been cold, and I just haven't. I've been sick. I haven't really been feeling good.
well, a couple from Canada was walking on the beach in the Dominican Republic, contracted tapeworm. And the couple
Really?
went, yeah, and the couple went after they got home. The couple went to the doctor because their feet were being it felt itchy, and they got the tapeworm. They believe from parasites walking on the beach barefoot. So be careful, girlfriend. So
Oh, that's the Dominican Republic. That's not Jack's Beach. You
okay,
know?
all right,
That's
or Jones
crazy.
Beach, or
Chef
Cedar
Bill.
Oh
Beach.
no.
I'm sorry. Chef
What?
Bill says,
If you sure there wasn't something that they ate?
It says they believe they got it, the parasite. Ooh, something that they ate in Chef Gale. Yikes. Anyway, um, no, they said they got it probably from walking on the beach. Yuckers. But I will tell you, while we're talking about the beach, now you guys, well, I don't know about you, Jace, but did you ever go to Cedar Beach, the concessions, the beach huts?
Yeah.
Did you ever?
no.
Well, they lost their concession.
That sucks.
Um, uh, pay their taxes on time. So
Ah,
Cedar Beach or the beach huts are a very popular concession on Long Island. And during the summer, these places rock. They get so crowded, live music, great crowds, and they're going to be looking for somebody else to fill these concessions. So that's a bit of a bummer for Long Islanders, but that is what it is too. I
Yeah.
love the beach huts. They're so much fun. But I'm sure somebody will jump at that chance to fill the concessions. But what a shame, huh? Because
Yeah.
yeah, I know you've gone, Lisa, and I'm sure Eric and Linda have gone, and I've definitely stopped by a few times to have their rum punch, I might say. But yeah, two rum punches, and it's like, hey, sailor, how you doing?
really?
Oh yeah, there. I never realized the rum punches were so strong, and I said, "This is really good," and I downed it in 2 seconds. I'll have another, and I had another. Ooh, I was dancing. I was having a
You
grand
were
old time.
dancing.
Oh my gosh, it was so funny. But hopefully the beach huts
What's your
will.
drink of choice, Ella?
I'm sorry.
What's your
What?
drink of choice?
Apparently rum punch. No, what's my drink
Yeah.
of choice? Stoli orange and club soda.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. You're
Hmm.
Miss Clancy. I forgot about that. Sorry.
Yeah, or gin and tonics if I really want to make an ass of myself. So there's those. Why? What's yours? Mountain Dew with vodka or something?
Yeah, that's called Dragon's Piss.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Is
I'm
that what you
making that
drank?
up.
Yeah.
Oh, I was.
Search
Oh,
it.
I was.
No, it's called Dragon Piss. Mountain Dew and vodka is called Dragon Piss.
Check this
Okay.
out. Check this out.
Yes.
In St. Augustine, Florida, a Texas man who had been buried alive after a sand dune collapsed on him in St. Augustine.
That sucks.
Yeah, Lee Goggin, 35, who is in critical condition, was digging a tunnel into the side of a sand dune Sunday before it collapsed on him. According to the sheriff's office, deputies went to the sand dune at Spyglass Condominiums. Never heard of that. In St. Johns
Mhm.
County, fire rescue said units responded to the call at 1:40 p.m. and removed several feet of sand in order to get Goggin out. Could you imagine? Poor guy's
No.
just
Linda,
digging along.
Linda says Malibu and orange and cranberry.
Oh, that's good, Linda. I like that too. Yeah.
Say that's called a Bay Breeze.
Bay Breeze.
Something Bay Breeze. I think.
Malibu Bay Breeze.
Yeah, that's
What's
it.
What's Malibu
Brian
rum
Lee.
and
Brian Lee,
What?
Mountain Dew, Irish whiskey. No, that's a drink.
Oh, Brian, no. Anything with Mountain Dew. No, no,
Brian,
no,
I'm
no,
pretty
no.
Tito's and tonic with a lime for me.
Brian, I'm
Normally.
pretty sure after a couple
Straight
of
up?
Irish
Wow.
whiskeys, I'm trying to
Yeah.
find my Lucky Charms.
Mm,
Tito's vodka is very good vodka.
We have
I
a lot
know.
of
Smooth.
mudslides.
mudslides, those are delicious. But you see, those are the drinks you can just toss back, like the rum. The what's the drink that I ordered at the beach? I forgot. The rum. No,
Rum punch, you
tropic-
said.
rum punch. I couldn't remember what it was called. Oh my God, rum punch. Those drinks you can just kick back, and then you go, oh, why am I soused? Because you just kick them back so quickly. You're like, oh, right. Why do I have
Yeah,
a hangover?
I don't like to drink like that. I got drunk by accident 3 times in my life, and I didn't
Oh.
like it.
I got to change the subject then, Lisa. Next.
Accident. I don't get that.
Because I had no intentions. One time I was like 15 and I was drinking Boilermakers. It was Southern Comfort and beer back to back. It was
Uh,
bad. That was really bad.
Brian says, lost all sound from the crew, can
Yeah,
only
hang
hear
on,
you. Okay, hang on, folks.
Hang on a second. I'm gonna fix this here.
Okay.
I don't even hear Eric.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah.
I thought he was just being quiet.
Yeah.
I know. I thought he was busy finding some some news.
Okay.
So there's no school in Rocky Point. Who else
Wow.
canceled? Is it still snowing? Is it bad?
I think it stopped snowing here. I think we have about 2 inches, but they all said last night it only should be an inch. It'll just be slushy. So wake up to this and say, really? Okay, here we go again. But more snow predicted towards the end of the week, possibly. So it's always possibly, and this could be subject to change. So it could be a little or it could be a lot. It could be a foot, it could be an inch. Watch out. It's like, really? So who knows? Just get the bread and the milk.
The search is on for a man who stole Adidas clothing from Kohl's last month in Shirley.
Really?
What is wrong with people?
If you're going to steal clothes, why don't you go to Saks Fifth Avenue or Bloomingdale's? You're going to steal from Kohl's? Okay.
I know.
It makes
They
no
have a
sense.
very clear picture of him,
Of who?
of the guy.
Okay. Marie says, can hear Helen, good, only see Eric. All good with sound. Christine says all's good with sound
Okay.
now.
Sound is
Okay.
back. Thank you.
Okay. Eric's on the phone. Okay. Who are we talking to?
I had
All
to
right.
get all his computers. I was in his computer. I literally jumped into his computers to fix it.
Okay. Well
Thank
done.
you, everybody, for the messages. Thank you. Yes, thank you. I got everybody's message. Thank you. We got it. Glad we got it fixed. Brian, Marie, Heather, thank you all for messaging me and letting me know.
Okay, did you hear about this one? The Mets have done a nice thing, but I say kinda did a nice thing.
Kinda.
Yeah, kinda, because, well, Callie Quinn is a senior at New Dorp High School in Staten Island, and she started a viral campaign to get her prom pictures taken with Mets players at Citi Field. The Mets responded saying, we'll do it if you get 500,000 retweets over the weekend to get to her goal, and she did it. And Mr. Met did show up a few days ago at her high school with signs and flowers, and it's going to happen on May 18th. Here's the thing. We'll do it if you get 500,000 retweets. Now, to me, I think 500,000 retweets is an awful lot. Do we not agree? So
Yeah.
they kind of said yes, but they kind of said, like, we'll do it if you can get it. So I thought it was nice, but kind of like a left-handed compliment. You're saying something nice, but you're really kind of doing a dig. Like, if you can
Let
do
me
this, sure.
tell you what. Let me ask you a question. I want to
Sure.
I want to employ you as my mentor, as my coach.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But okay, everybody already knows that I'm not really the biggest like Twitter fan. I don't really use
Okay.
Twitter. I think we have
Uh-huh.
for the studio and that's it.
Yeah.
But if I said, Helen, I'd like to
Yes.
employ you, and I'd also like to help. Um, you know, I want to do a couple of videos with you. If maybe you're not a fan of videos and you say, okay, listen, how about this? You get 100,000 retweets. Put it out on Twitter. You get 100,000 retweets. It also gains traction for your business. Hey, you know what? I heard that you helped a friend of mine, or I actually heard a couple of times that you helped a friend of mine. So it's like a little bit of dual advertising. Listen, you want to get your photo done with Mr. Met? Uh,
Okay.
instead of charging you a full picture package,
Uh-huh.
you just help get us some more traction on social media, and then not only that, but then they get coverage on by us, by other
Okay.
is they get coverage by radio, and they get coverage by everybody who attended that event and say, hey, Mr. Met, great job, and give him a pat on the back for a job well done.
Yeah,
Well, well,
absolutely.
go ahead, Eric. I'm
No, I'm
sorry.
sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you. I'm sorry. Did I interrupt the show? I'm sorry. I'll
Oh,
just, I'll be,
Well,
I'll
I'm
go
sorry,
home.
did I interrupt your phone call?
I'll go home right now. Well, speaking of phone calls, and I don't mean to interrupt, but that's why I kind of interrupted here because I don't want to tie her up all morning. Straight from her Caribbean vacation. All right? This woman has endured hell coming back. She has endured hell on an airplane ride. 3 hour airplane ride from hell. So direct from the 3 hour airplane ride from hell. Please say good morning. And a good cop and crew welcome back to Chef Gail. Good morning, Gail.
Chef
Good
Gail!
hey,
morning.
Chef Gail.
So tell everybody.
Hi.
Hey.
So what happened,
Hi,
Gail?
Chef Gail.
What happened? Lisa,
Hi, Lisa. I'm sorry you're not feeling well, sweetie. I was watching you on Facebook.
she looks like crap. She looks like crap, doesn't she?
She does not. Oh my
No,
God. Do not say that
she
to a
looks
woman.
good.
Hey, Gail, let me ask you a
I really
question.
do, though.
Can I ask you a question, Gail, seriously now? All right? Now,
Yes.
listen to me. Paul the kangaroo is having a birthday, okay?
Yes.
He's Paul the
Paul the
kangaroo.
kangaroo?
Yes, Paul the kangaroo is 27 years old. Hel-
Okay.
Helen doesn't care about Paul the kangaroo.
I do not care about Paul
Okay.
the kangaroo.
What do you
You
say?
know, Helen, how could you not care about a 27-year-old kangaroo?
You know what?
Oh,
God bless the
Helen.
kangaroo and Paul the kangaroo's family. You know, yay.
So let's everybody. So Jay, say hi to Chef Gail. Go ahead.
Hi, Chef Gail, how are you?
And Lisa, say hello.
Good morning, Chef Gail. How are you today?
And Helen, say hello.
Good morning,
Hi,
Lisa.
hi, Chef Gail.
Oh,
How
wait a
are you
second.
today?
Oh, wait a second.
Helen,
What?
how the hell are you?
Well, there's a law in the state of New York now. It's the 30th of January, and the year has an 8 in it, which means that Chef Gail has to cook dinner for all of us now.
Hey, I'm down.
I'm in.
It's
No
it's,
walking
it's a
in
law.
here.
So Gail, you were telling.
If she was closer here,
Well,
while
if
she
you
was
weren't
here
so
in Florida, I
selfish and
would've
went to
been there.
Florida, for your sexual desires and things like that, if you'd stay in New York, I'm just kidding. Anyway, Gail. So Gail, you had a little bit of an issue on the airplane. Can you share that with us, please? Because
I would love to share. Let
Please.
me tell you about the lack of parenting skills
Here it comes.
with people. Oh my God, folks, listen to this. I get on the plane. This is coming home. I get on the plane, and actually, before I got on the plane, they board the families first. So the family gets on the plane. As soon as the kid sees the inside of the tunnel to get in, she starts a full-on tantrum. This is a 2-year-old that started to scream like people were choking her. It was horrible. So everybody on the line, I don't know, 140 people or so, all were looking at each other, and they're all snickering. These are New Yorkers that are coming back home. Okay.
Right.
And they start talking to each other and they're saying, can you believe this kid? Wow. You know, meanwhile,
Oh.
a few minutes later, everybody starts boarding the plane.
Should have shoved some
When
kind of
they-
food in her mouth. Shut her up.
Well, wait, it gets better. Wait, it gets
Well,
better.
they tried the pacifier. They tried, I mean, the parents were trying, but they weren't trying quite hard enough. I would have given this kid a full-on shot of vodka.
Go ahead.
This was horrendous. And the screaming was just, you know, like she was being chased by dragons. So
Oh, boy.
this went on for the full 3-hour flight until 2 minutes before we landed. And frankly, I think it was the barometric pressure when the plane was landing that shut the kid up. Her ears probably plugged up.
I'm telling you,
It was-
from
Oh,
screaming
wow.
that much, you know?
What do you do in a
the whole
situation
plane-
like that? There's
Yeah.
nothing you can do, right, Gail? I mean, what do you do if the parent's not willing to do something aside from, you know, stuffing the kid in the overhead bin? What are you going to do?
Can you do that?
I like that idea, Helen.
Sure. I'm the one
That's
with
a
that
great
kid.
All of a
That's
sudden,
why I
and
think
all of a
that.
sudden, then it sounds like this.
Well, at
You know?
least it's muffled.
I'm telling you.
Well, for a couple of hours after I got off the plane, I have to tell you, I still heard the screaming in my ears. It was going on for 3 hours.
Can you see Gail? I can see Gail with a parachute on. Come on, Stephen, we're getting out of here. You know?
Well, you know how the stork brings babies.
Yes.
I would have jumped and done the exact same thing.
Oh, Lord.
I would have been bringing food to whatever state we were flying over. Let me tell you.
Well, we're glad you're safe. I mean, was it a rough ride turbulence-wise, or you know?
Yeah, there was a little bit of turbulence, which I was hoping would throw that kid against the wall, but
Yeah.
but there was
That's
some
great.
turbulence. There was you know, the parents were doing every possible thing. They were giving the kids all kinds of crap. Here, you want a cookie, you want a candy, you want a pretzel, you want anything.
I can see you do it. 'Cause
What
you-
about,
You know?
I think a shot of vodka would have been great. Just
Yeah.
put it in her bottle and say, have this, sweetheart.
maybe
Yeah.
that or a Quaalude, you know?
Yeah, seriously. Hi,
Holy-
I
Danny.
don't think they have those anymore, Eric. And how would you know about that anyway?
Oh, you know what? Hey, man, you know, take this, just take a lewd and chill, you know? So,
Oh, wow.
anyway,
Yeah,
so
I
does this
don't
mean,
think so.
so does this mean in the future you're going to drive to Key Largo?
You know something?
Wow.
I don't know what's worse, driving with my husband all the way across the country or the 3-hour flight with the screaming Mimi. It was terrible.
Yeah,
it was
well,
just terrible.
Well, you know me in close, tight spaces, so to begin with, being
Well,
on the
listen.
plane, you know, I'd be the one in a fetal position in the corner, sucking my thumb, screaming. Gail would be going, can you shut that kid up? And the stewardess would be going, I'm sorry, it's a grown man with a U.S. Marine Corps hat on in the back, ma'am.
Give him the bottle with the vodka in it, the
you know,
baby bottle.
let
There
me-
you go.
Let me tell you something. You don't want to give me
Yeah.
vodka on an airplane because guaranteed I'd be up there talking to the pilots. How y'all doing? Open up. You know, oh my
It
God.
is what it is.
Do they serve?
you know.
Do they serve liquor on the plane still with these little bottles? They
Yeah,
still,
sure they
yeah,
do.
Yeah.
Sure they do.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well.
yeah. So all of that, it was just terrible, and of course the gentleman sitting on the end was passing gas for the entire flight.
Wow.
No. Oh, my
Jay,
God.
Jay was there? Wow, I'm telling you. See that?
It was really a 3-hour experience from hell, and I was almost glad to be back into the freezing cold. Thank you very much.
Right. Yeah.
Ugh.
Well, what weather did you leave there? I mean, what was the
I
time?
left in Miami. It was 80 degrees and balmy, and there was a
Oh.
cool breeze.
We have
It
a
was
cool.
a cool 80 degrees.
We have a cool breeze.
Wow.
We have a cool breeze today, huh? We do. It's a cool breeze.
We do?
Yeah, we have a cool
Yeah,
breeze.
there's a
Seriously?
cool breeze right now with the snow on the ground. I
Yeah,
see.
that's a cool breeze. It's called wind chill, you know? So,
Wind chill.
Yeah, that's
Certainly
right.
snowing here.
wind chill. Well, welcome home, Chef Gail. We're glad that you're safe.
Well, thank you very much. Oh, by the way, I have a little comment to make about your concessionaires at the beach.
My what?
Yeah, let me give you the
okay, Gail.
lowdown,
I want to hear
folks.
this.
Oh, go
Yeah,
ahead, go ahead.
I'll give you the lowdown because I'm in the know. I'm in the loop. I'm in the swing. Okay.
Oh, I want to hear.
Wow, you swing? Holy crap! I wouldn't have thought it. Yeah.
Oh
How's your
God!
husband
Oh
feel?
God! Is there no saving us, Ellen? Okay.
Notice she talks to me.
Go ahead.
Yes.
Go ahead. Say
Calmer
what-
heads
go ahead.
do try
Okay,
to prevail.
so-
Please.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I'm talking to the crew of Cop and Crew.
Oh,
I am
all right. I'll just.
That's okay.
I'll,
It was my
you-
story.
I'll
Go
mute
ahead.
I'll mute my mic. Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, you don't have to mute. Just listen to this.
That's her way of saying
Well,
just shut the hell up. Go ahead.
I was actually asked to do food at the beach. And here's the situation. The beach takes so much of your income, and this is gross, mind you. So you end up paying, they take up to 30%.
Oh, really?
So yes.
Okay.
So what happens is the reason the prices are so inflated when you go to these concessions is because they have to give a vast majority to their to the owners at the beach, because there's somebody that actually owns that major concession. So if they subcontract it out to other people, they end up paying the shares of that. You understand?
Yes.
So what ends up happening is they could take between 22 to 30%. Now, how is it possible for you to pay people and produce food and run all your equipment and do all of this and do the inventory and the work and the preparation for no money? So whatever money you take in is not going to substantiate giving them that much money. So no matter how much, it just doesn't matter. So you end up working for free. This happened to me on a golf tournament. I did the major golf tournament, the PGA Tour on the Black. And
Really?
Yes, and I worked very, very hard. We took in all kinds of money. I was very, very happy. We were busy throughout the day. By the time I got finished with all the expenses and the thing I had to buy, I have to tell you, we were in the hole.
Wow.
And and it really is. It's not good for the concessionaires. And if they wouldn't be so greedy as to take so much, then we would be able to share profits or pay rent or whatever you want to call it. But
Right.
other than that, it's near impossible to make any money. So nobody wants to work for free. And this is, I don't mind giving stuff away to the right charity, but the concessionaires just are getting killed with fees.
So what's going to happen? What's going to happen with those concessions now? Such a shame.
Eventually there will be no food at the beach, or they will have to do it themselves, or they will have to take less in order to bring purveyors back or concessionaires back.
When you read this
it's-
article, Helen, was this was just limited to Cedar Beach?
3 beach huts: Venetian Shores, Cedar Beach, and I don't remember the other one.
Oh.
But there were 5 beach huts. So, right, Gail, there are 5 beach huts, correct?
I don't know. I don't know about that. I only know that they, when they make the offer to you, it sounds fantastic. And then when you actually do the numbers at the end of the gig, you find out that they took whatever tiny profit you would have made, they took it in what I would call rent.
Well, interestingly enough, in the newspaper, this was 2 days ago, it makes the concessionaires look like the bad guys.
Yeah, they would skew
Because
it that
of the
way.
prices.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, the prices had to be inflated just to be able to make up the difference. But there is no difference because their vigorish is too much. Sorry to call it big, folks. but that's
No,
what it is.
I'm glad to hear the other side of the story, to be honest with you.
Well, there
hopefully-
you go.
Yeah. Well, hopefully something will work out. I can't see those places being empty for the summer. I just don't see it. I just don't. Somebody
Well, when
will
you
jump
think
in
about it,
or
you
do
have
something. What?
you have in addition to all of your operating expenses,
Yeah.
you also have your operating expenses are reasonably high because you're stuck in the middle of nowhere with nothing. You don't have their electricity, you don't have their water, you don't have their supplies, you need ice, you need all kinds of stuff that's constantly being replenished, which means that you need somebody to go and do that, and then you have to pay somebody to do that.
Wow.
And by the time you get finished with all of the expenses, you also have to pay your sales tax, your corporate tax, your state tax, and whatever other tax you have to pay is on you. So no matter
Not a
how
win-
much money you take in, if you have to give them 30% of the gross, that means that you're also they're not paying the tax on that. You are.
So, Chef Gail, so when I
So
get
that's a
married
waste
on
of
the
time.
beach, are you going to be my chef when I get married on the beach one
Absolutely.
day?
Anything for you, Lisa.
Aw,
anything.
thank you. Thank you.
You're
It's
the-
going to be in
you're the-
Florida.
You kiss ass.
It's going to be a total naked wedding,
Totally naked.
and I'm inviting.
Thanks, Chef Gail.
And I'm inviting
I just
Paul the
Chef Gail will
kangaroo.
park in my driveway and feed me for a weekend. That's all I want.
All right, I'm telling
I
you.
don't have a
Hey,
wedding.
listen.
I don't have a birthday. Just feed me for the weekend.
I love Gail when people come up to the truck and they go, "Can I just have a little?" And she goes, "What? What did you say? You want
Oh,
what?
God.
We don't serve a little here, okay?" And then they go, or the guy that comes up and goes, "Hi, can I just take a plate for my wife?" "Why? Is your wife's legs broken? She can't make it to the truck? She's not good enough to come up here and say hello to me?" "No, screw your wife. You go back and take this food and sit down in front of her and start eating, and I guarantee the bitch will come up here." That's what she says to
Is this
people.
true?
This is
No,
true.
it's not true. It is not.
And
He is animated,
You know what's
isn't he?
funny? I'm gonna
He's
tell you
the
what.
best.
I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen to Gail. Right? She's gonna be the next time she opens up the food truck for a festival. She's gonna be there, right? And the parents and the 2-year-old that were on the plane are gonna be on the line. Where do we recognize you from? Were you? My goodness, were you on the plane too? As a matter of fact,
Chef
Listen,
Gail, I
I
don't know
would
why
just
you just
say-
didn't whisper to this little girl. Be like, shut the frig
well,
up.
actually, Gail,
Shut the frig up.
we do have a comment. We do have a call coming in from Brooklyn.
Yeah.
Marie Castellano is calling in, and she'd like to give you a little advice as to how to handle children on a plane. Marie, are you there?
Yeah, I am here.
Yeah, okay.
How are you?
I'm good,
Hey,
Maria.
Gail, how you doing?
All right.
You know, I
I'm
got some
doing.
recipes you got to work out. You know, I got some good Italian recipes. I'll send them to you.
You're gonna teach Gail how to,
Awesome.
you're gonna teach Gail how to make lasagna.
I am going to teach her to make lasagna. I'm going to show her.
You're gonna show her,
Oh,
Marie.
you know something?
Yes,
It's
I
a
am.
good thing, Marie, because I don't know how to do that. You should really send me the recipe.
I intend to send you the recipes. You and I, we're going to go into business together. I'll make sure you get paid. Trust me. You will be paid more than you ever made in your life.
All
Just
right.
trust me.
Oh, amazing.
So no, Marie, you heard Gail on the.
Yeah.
You heard Gail talking about her airplane ride with the 2-year-old screaming. So how
Oh,
is she gonna handle
yeah.
that? How is she gonna handle that?
Well, let me tell you.
Here we
First,
go.
we take the little one to
Yeah.
the bathroom.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
We're gonna pretend we're gonna change her diaper. So we
Yeah,
take her
but-
into the bathroom.
Right.
Then you know those little bottles you were talking about.
The vodka
the
bottle.
little bottle.
Yeah.
All right. So we're gonna take her. We're gonna go. Come here, little one. We're gonna stick it in her mouth. We're gonna throw in 2 bottles. We're gonna go. Now we're gonna go to sleep for a little while, little one. Then we bring her back to the mother.
Yeah.
The mother, she'll be very happy.
Yeah.
And that will be that. I don't have to worry
Yeah.
about these things. My kids, I just look and they shut them out.
Well,
I just look. I just look.
Hey, listen, a little spoonful of cough syrup, you know?
Let me tell you,
Cough
we-
syrup. I'm not talking a spoonful. I'm talking.
I
let's
have,
just.
I have an honest
Okay.
question. I have an honest
A
question.
whole
for
little
Chef Gail.
bottle.
Hey, Chef Gail.
Yes,
Do you or
I'm here.
have you ever had children?
Oh my God.
yes. As a matter of fact, I've raised 5.
Yes.
Really?
Yep.
There you go, pal.
Well, I have a question.
Yes,
Actually,
and you know something? If it was me and we were by the truck, I would have drowned the kid in the tomato sauce.
Oh, Chef Gail, you're my kind of person.
We
That's
have a
what we're
surprise,
talking about.
Gail. We have a surprise for you.
You,
We
do
have
you think that I had nice kids like Lisa? No,
No, I
had
thought your kids would be luscious by now, all drugged up and be like, but Mom says this bullfuck cough syrup is okay.
Wait, we have a surprise. Gail, we actually have a surprise for you.
a surprise
Yes,
for me? Oh,
yeah,
my God.
We found out that the baby on the plane's name was Missy. All right, we did
Missy?
check. Yeah, her name was Missy, and we have Missy on the phone right now. She would like to talk to you. Missy, are you there?
Sup, bitch?
No, Missy, you're there, huh? Missy.
Hi, I'm here.
Hi, Missy. How are you?
Hi.
Hi, Missy. How are you?
Hi, Uncle Violet.
I'm glad to
What's
talk to you.
going on?
Oh, and you were a bad girl on the airplane the other day, weren't you? Did you notice Chef Gail was upset because you were crying?
No.
Yes, she was.
I didn't notice anybody was upset.
And she she was really upset. So we have her on the phone right now. So what would you like to say to Chef Gail about being all upset about you crying all the way home?
Chef Gail, I'm really sorry. I'm sorry. But you know what? I have fun jumping on the seats
You jumped on the
and
seat.
running up and down and saying hello to everybody.
Yeah.
It was fun.
So
It was so much fun.
So what do you suggest to Chef Gail next time if you're going to be on the same plane with her? What should she do?
Sit far away from me.
Oh, I have an idea, Chef Gail.
Go
I have
ahead.
an
Here it
idea.
comes. Watch it.
Instead of the child having to take it, Chef Gail, have you considered a spoonful of cough syrup?
Wow.
Yes, I have considered that.
I like
Yes, I
cough
have.
syrup.
You
Mommy
like?
gives it to me all the time.
She
Yeah,
does.
I'll
All day
bet.
long.
How does
All day
Yeah.
long.
How does it make you feel,
Yeah.
Missy? How does it make you feel?
Very happy and sleepy.
And sleepy, yeah. So she
Yeah,
feeds
I
you full of
sleep a lot.
NyQuil. She puts NyQuil in your bottle, huh?
She does, yes.
All right.
The cherry kind.
All right.
Yeah, it's good.
Well. Do you want to sing? Do you want to sing your happy song for Chef Gail because she's back on Long Island now? So can you sing?
Happy song.
Yeah, make up
Happy song.
sing a happy song.
Don't worry, be happy. Don't worry, be happy.
All right. Well,
Don't worry, be happy.
all right, Miss. Well, Chef Gail.
Don't worry.
Chef Gail, what would you like to say to me? Chef Gail, what would you like to say? All right,
I would
Missy.
like to. I would like to say that I'm very, very sorry that there was no eject seat on that plane.
Don't worry, be happy. Yeah.
Hey,
What?
Uncle Jace, that's my song.
No, it.
Don't worry, be happy.
All right, Missy, we're going to let you go now. Okay. All right. We love you,
I
Missy.
gotta go to sleep now.
Go bye-bye.
Is the alcohol kicking in?
Bye-bye.
Bye bye.
Bye-bye. She just fell over in the camera. All right, Gail, so now you
Lisa,
got
are you sure you want to come back? Lisa, are you?
No, for many reasons, Chef Gail. Many
Lisa,
reasons.
we're going to have to go somewhere and commiserate.
All right. Well, Gail, we're glad
We'll
you're
have
back.
fun when I come
we're
back,
glad
though.
we're glad you're back. We're glad you're safe, and I'll give you a call after the show. All right?
Awesome. You
and
hear that, folks?
and
I'm getting a call after the show.
And Martin
Well,
is
aren't you lucky? I suggest you start drinking now. By then, you'll forget.
and Martin
Have some NyQuil.
Martin is feeling much better. Thank you. She was
Martin, my love, my sweet boy. I love that kid.
glad, and he loves you. Auntie Gail.
Yes, what
All
a
right.
kid.
We'll talk.
All right.
Bye.
Bye, y'all.
Gail.
Bye-bye.
Bye,
Oh,
Gail.
chefgales.com. www.chefgales.com. www.chefgales.com. What do you got, guys? Who's got something? What do you got?
I got
have-
something.
I have
Jay,
something
control
funny.
this. Take over, Jay. Go ahead. You handle this, Jay, since
Lisa, what you got?
you're eye candy. All right.
This, a Florida woman on horseback was charged with a DUI. Lakeland, Florida. Polk County Police arrested 53-year-old Donna Byrne and charged her with drunk driving after multiple drivers called 911 to report a woman on horse was hoofing it down the highway.
Oh, is that a joke?
No, it's a real story. Polk County Sheriff's Office said in a news release that someone called 911 about a woman who appeared confused and possibly in danger. When deputies arrived, they found Byrne riding her horse in the road. Officers did a sobriety test and said she gave breath samples that registered blood alcohol level of 0.161, much higher than the Florida's legal limit of 0.08. Miss Byrne was obviously not in any condition to be on the road, Polk County Sheriff Grady Judge said in a news release. She not only put herself and the horse in danger, but she also anyone
that's
who was
no-
driving on the road, which is typically very busy. So she was riding her horse, drunk,
Inebriated
Yeah.
horse
and they
rider.
actually said
So I don't know if you guys heard this or not, but
moving it down the highway.
they actually had a camera crew with them. And generally, this would be filmed for cops. But did you guys hear the song they played for this episode?
No.
No.
Rawhide!
There's a picture. I'm going to post it to our page. There's a picture of the horse that they tied to the sheriff's car.
Wow.
Wait. That just leads me to understand this, okay? So if you commit a DUI while you're in a vehicle, they have to tow your vehicle. Do they put the horse up on the flatbed?
I don't know.
Pull it back? Or they just,
I don't know.
do they
I
just
would think-
walk it back?
Yeah, they kind of. Oh, walking back. I think that's cute, Jake.
She's got
No, what I'm
got some
saying is
history.
they're
This
They're
woman.
going to tow your car for a
Yeah.
DUI.
Yeah.
Me being stupid, I was curious first off if they put the horse up on the flatbed of a tow truck and have him
Yeah, we got
stand
it.
while
Yeah.
they drive, or
That's
if,
what-
or if there would be a cop in a car holding the lead, driving at 4 miles an hour to wherever they're going.
That's a
that's-
funny story. That
story,
cracked me
like-
up.
Well, you liked
Okay.
it because it's punny. That's why you
Yeah.
like.
It was very funny. Punny.
No, I-
Funny.
Honey, really?
Anyway,
Anyway,
I'm part
okay.
of all these casting groups, right? And
All
one
of
of the
these what?
podcasting groups,
Oh, thank you, sir.
podcasting video groups and things like that on Facebook.
Uh-huh. Okay.
And somebody showed up who is brand new to the group and said, I was sent here by it's another podcast, and said they said there would be gifts, but not like presents, but like GIF.
Even I get that. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
And we
Uh-huh.
went, damn, all right, it's pretty good. So it started a gift war that's lasted 12 hours.
Okay.
So
Yeah. All right. I should start telling jokes, but I don't have my joke book, so you're gonna have to wait. I'm in the market for new joke books. New jokes.
what happened
Seriously.
to your notebook?
Well, nobody asked me yesterday, so I was just thinking maybe I could find my joke book if people really wanted to hear my jokes. But
Well,
I have a
staple of the show.
Well, I can find it if you give me 5 minutes, but not 5 minutes, 2 minutes. Okay, I do have a story, and this is a Tom Brady story, Patriots quarterback.
Mhm.
And he ended a radio interview when the host called Brady's daughter, quote, an annoying little pissant.
Yeah,
And,
you don't do that.
well, I agree. And I quote Tom Brady saying, it's very disappointing when you hear that, certainly with my daughter or with any child. They certainly don't deserve that, unquote. Now, WEEI host Alex Reiner has been suspended indefinitely. And question here, this was out of Foxborough, Massachusetts. Is he being too sensitive, or should he have just let it go? Or he ended the interview and he said he's evaluating whether he's going to be on the show again. And what do you all think?
You don't bring up somebody's kids in an interview. I'm sorry, but if I'm going to get interviewed, it's not going to be for something that my children did, unless the school function.
Well, there's a documentary that they were looking at that Tom is doing. I forgot the name of it, but it's about his life and how he goes about his daily life and all that kind of stuff. But the thing is was he being too sensitive? I think he did the right thing personally, but what do you all think?
No, sorry, but yes, Heather, I promise I'm going to get to it. I'll get to it. Oh, and Gina wants to know if the horse was drunk. That's funny.
Probably.
Oh, see, here's the thing. You don't talk about somebody's kids. That's it. And
Absolutely.
No, he
And-
did the right thing.
No, he
Yeah.
absolutely did the right thing.
Like I wouldn't even say, I wouldn't have said a word. I'd be like, I'm done. And
Okay,
That's
now
it.
let me ask you this. The radio host has been suspended indefinitely. He may lose his job.
as well, he
So what do
should.
you think of that?
consequences.
There's a certain degree of questioning that you can allow. Not
Mhm.
allow. And let me just say, it's kind of like that whole like Taylor Swift and that other radio personality litigation that went on for a while. It went on
Okay.
in 2013. As the media, as news, and I'd like to say as radio personalities, I think we have the right to discuss it, but
Mhm.
not apply any prejudice to it, not apply any
Mhm.
judgment of this guy. And go, look, do I think what he did was wrong? We can even discuss, do you think it really happened? Or do you think that it was just a picture or something that was taken out of context or whatever? But that's already been discussed. But we as news informers and news reporters and radio personalities
Mhm.
don't judge people on what we talk about. And if we're going to interview somebody, as a matter of
Mhm.
fact, I believe it was sometime last year, somebody was going to come on the show and wanted to run for local council.
Mhm.
And all I did was I just looked up this guy. I just looked him up. Just Googled him.
Yeah.
An interview, a video interview that he did with whoever it was, another radio station. But for some reason, somehow, I guess he just set up his Skype account with this radio station.
Mhm.
And because he was going to be on video and audio, the radio station took a video, like held a video camera up to Skype while they were interviewing him, and somehow put out his Skype name, his home phone number, and the guy's Skype password. And I called the guy. I called his house at like 11:30 at night. And
Really?
yeah, by the way, guys, the picture is not frozen, Helen.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
It's black.
Not for me, it's not. Not on Facebook Live. But I called
Ugh, okay.
11:30 at night and I explained to him, I said, look, let me just tell you something. You're supposed to come on our radio show tomorrow. Okay? I want to let you know who I am and that there's nothing wrong, but you need to change your password. I'm not going to call him out on the show and say, you're
No.
an effing idiot for giving somebody your Skype password, number one. Number two, how is anybody supposed to trust you in a political office if you can't even operate Skype? You know, there's couth, there's respect, there's different ways to and different things to talk about other than somebody's problem.
Yeah.
Well, don't you think in general today there's such a lack of civility and couth that wherever we go and whatever we do, I mean, it just shocks me. I mean, we're here to entertain and have a good time, but I hope people realize that what we're doing on the show is not who we are in private life. I mean, Eric, I am going to use you as an example, wherever you be, that, he comes off as a goofball. He can say something raucous. Jace, you can say something raucous, but when we're in private, you or Eric have never used foul language. You've never been disrespectful. So, I think as a radio host, you really do have to use your head. I mean, and with us even, sometimes we get a little
Passionate.
raucous, passionate, because of the rapid fire that goes back and forth.
Yeah.
That when you guys, let's do Missy, I'm like, okay, think quick. Okay, do Maria, think quick. And sometimes I wonder if people think, okay, Maria Castellani, whoever she is, and she's a character. She's somebody that I came up with to have fun on the show. But do people think I talk like that or I speak like that? Or if somebody gets me mad, I'm going to take
Just
a
like
big
an
step?
actress
Yeah.
playing in a film, in a TV show, a movie, whatever.
Right.
They play a part.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. When I was, doing the show with Rebecca, to a certain extent, I played a part.
Mm-hmm.
There was very little real in there.
Mm-hmm.
You play a part. So this should be no different from, Jennifer Aniston playing, Rachel on Friends.
Well,
I mean,
I think
it's just
Mhm.
it's part of who you are.
Yes.
and embellished a bit.
Yes, I agree with you. But, yesterday with Eric, he was on the phone with somebody who called about their credit card, and he's yelling me to come into the booth. And so I run into the booth, and all of a sudden, this Southern accent comes up, and I'm like, "What are you doing? What you doing? I'm going to divorce you. I tell you right now, you keep that up, I swear I'm going to divorce you." And then all of a sudden, this other character comes up. But we just have to be careful. I think as hosts, like you said, I wouldn't take really anybody insulting us. We all have each other's backs and everything like that. But it's sometimes it's a very thin line that we're talking about, and
But this is
just go from there.
this is how thin that line is.
Yeah.
If you were a guest on a television show,
Yes.
and you know what, you see it all the time. Conan O'Brien, Jay Leno,
Mhm.
etc.
Yeah.
Where
Yes.
these personalities, so
Mhm.
these actors, actresses, sports stars, etc., have
Yeah.
children, and
Mhm.
the host says to them, "Well, what has become the hardest thing of being a parent for you, or what's become the most entertaining thing of becoming a parent for you?" And let's say
Mhm.
the personality says, "Oh, the kid crying for 4 hours. How do you breathe that long?" If the person jokes about it, and then the personality responds with, "I know it's so annoying, isn't it? Like, can't you sleep?" You're not calling somebody's kid annoying. You're calling the situation
Yeah.
annoying, and it
Mhm.
becomes how do you use the word? But you know
You got
what?
to be careful.
I don't think Tom Brady, you said, right?
Yeah.
I don't think Tom Brady went too far, and I think that by doing so, he's going to get the attention of a lot of fathers. And
I agree.
we often joke. I play I don't play a song, but I talk about a song all the time about dad life,
Mhm.
and
Yeah.
it's actually really funny if you think about it, because they're discussing. I mean, it's just a bunch of dudes and talking about the things that they got to do. You guys might get a kick out of this, right?
That's how we live 24/7, 365. Check me. Gas station glasses, don't care what the masses think about me with my sweet goatee. I'm rocking my Dockers with a cuff and a crease. I got that St. John's Bay and the clip for my piece. I look nice. I got dozens of dollars, and that's right. It goes straight to my daughters and my wife. I'm a miracle dad, making magic with the checkbook is a talent I have. I roll hard.
So we're not saying that women don't have skills, but how funny is it to joke about dad life? So
Yeah.
you're calling your kids the crew, and you're taking them to the splash pad instead of the pool.
Mhm.
You know,
Okay.
I mean, we joke about it, but you're like, oh my god, why is it so hard to get a child in a bathing suit? It's like putting a squid together. It's like there's so many things going on, but you know what?
Putting a squid together.
No, I'm serious. Not only does it seem like children are always like slimy for no reason, but arms
Oh,
that are coming out of.
no.
But
Oh my God.
I think it's because of the fact that men respect women to the point enough now where we already know you guys deal with that every day, so we just think it's funny to make a song about it.
Well, I thought that was great. I mean, you guys know I don't have kids, but I'm the cool aunt. People, my nieces, my nephew have told me things that sometimes would make my hair curl, and they expect me to understand this kind of stuff, but a lot of times I have to be the adult and saying, I don't think that's a good idea, and I try.
I'm
Oh,
sorry. Christine,
no, go ahead.
it's somewhat true, but your audience views this as you guys are being real with a bit of silliness.
I think we
Yeah.
are real. I think we are,
Yeah.
absolutely. I've cried. I've gotten mad here when I've pushed away the mic, except I can't do it here, but I pushed away the mic and just gotten angry on camera and crossed my arms and go,
Yeah.
that's my mad face. But yeah, it's always real. And that's one thing I do like
See,
about
if
this
I
show.
can do that to you,
Yeah.
if I can do my impression of Helen, where I push the mic away and I fold my arms and I bob my little head around, you know that it's not actually an attack on you.
No, of course not.
So I think that also goes to help. How do you actually address the situation? Especially, again, I don't think you should ever talk about anybody's kids.
I agree with you. But I want to get back to being a host, you have to develop a somewhat of a thick skin. I remember when Eric called me when I first started doing this that I had a hater. And, he called me, he goes, I have something to tell you. And I said, okay, what's going on? And I got some negative feedback. And the first thing on my mind was like, I've got a hater. I'm getting somewhere. And it's like, look at that. I have a hater.
Hooray,
And
accomplishments.
it didn't hurt my feelings. You have to get some kind of a thick skinning when you're doing something this. And I'm learning. I'm still learning. I've had maybe one or two negative comments. I don't really care because I think they tend to be trolls that don't have the guts to do what we're doing, to step out of our comfort zone and talk and be public. It gets it can be a little daunting sometimes, but as we all know, we love what we're doing. So
I just saw him in Facebook Live. I have to take a second and say a very heartfelt congratulations to Mr. Arjun Singh from oh my God, I just lost it.
India.
Thank you. Not only is he out there in India and he watches our show, but he's also a teacher and an author. He just wrote a book. And 22 hours ago, he shared with at least me and with some of the people on social media, he has built his new home.
Congratulations, Arjun. Good morning.
Yellow sandstone. He designed the whole front. He says, first work on paper for years. Finally, it's here. Arjun, congratulations on your new home, bud.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
It is.
Absolutely beautiful.
It really is. I mean,
you know what Heather just said? Something very nice. I take you guys as family. You had my back yesterday regarding a certain family, certain person. Well, Heather,
you.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. I'll explain that later.
Okay. Does Heather want to call in?
I don't see why not.
Heather, you want to call in? I'll never understand. Okay. Here's Christine saying, I'll never understand why people on Facebook, not you guys, care about negativity from trolls on Facebook. There's so much more positivity for what you're doing, and trolls should be ignored. They are for the most part. But sometimes when people really get to you, I hate saying this, it does warrant a response. But when you respond to these people, they're getting what they wanted. They're getting a reaction. They're getting you angry. That gets them off, so to speak. So 9 times out of 10, I think the best thing is just to ignore these people. And they're ignorant.
Actually, no. They are miserable fucks.
That too.
I got nothing on that one, honey. I'm not going to argue with you there. I know. But I do think that they are doing that to get a rise out of you and to make you miserable. And when people respond, sometimes they're like, ha, 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 look what I did. I got them angry. So
and they put
still
their
think
head
my
on
best,
their pillow at night, and they're miserable. And
Well-
people have to remember that.
Well, I agree, but I don't think they should not warrant your time. They're not worthy of your time. So therefore,
No.
I still
That's what I told
stick with-
Heather yesterday.
Well, that's why I think I'm going to stick with what I say is they're not worthy of your time. So therefore, they deserve to be ignored. So
Yeah.
I have to bring up something. There is a pizza place called Rose's Fresh Pizza in Philadelphia. Has a new pay it forward type of system. I'm sure you guys have heard something similar like this before, where
thanks, Gina. Yeah.
where
Go
I
ahead.
know like Starbucks has a pay it forward program. Some places that aren't Starbucks, and I can only speak for Starbucks. I used to work there.
I still won't buy anything from Starbucks.
That's your prerogative. I don't either. I haven't.
Okay.
Why?
Why? I see no point in it. It's overpriced.
Well, I agree with you. I don't care for their coffee anyway. But why won't you, Lisa? Jace, hold that thought. I'm just very curious.
Because and Jace will debate me on this.
Uh-huh.
I did not feel that they support the military. Jace and I have spoken about this.
Yeah, we have on that.
Okay, I do want to come back to that, Jace. What were you talking about?
Well, there's a program in place with this pizzeria now where customers can pre-purchase a $1 slice of pizza for those in need, the homeless, etc., and which are redeemed on sticky notes that are put on the wall there in the restaurant, and they're just notes of inspiration and things like that. And Here's just a little clip from the owner of the place.
Was when a gentleman walked in and he asked if a homeless person ever came in short, and he offered to pre-purchase a slice of pizza for the next homeless person. So he gave me $1. I ran out, got Post-it notes, put one up on a wall behind the register, told more people about it. Eventually, a couple days later, a homeless person came in. He had like 65 cents on him. And we told him to just keep the change. It was already paid for. He redeemed one of the pre-purchased slices. So now we've given away almost 10,000 slices of pizza.
How nice.
Danny Romano, Frankie's East Side. Danny Romano has that. When you walk into his restaurant, if you don't have any money, there's like he has these things hanging on the counter, and
That's awesome.
you could take one.
Nice.
It was funny. He told me one day. He says some guy comes in, right, pulls one of the things off the counter. Danny gives him a slice of pizza, and then he goes over to the cooler and starts pulling out bottles of Heineken. So it's like, but some people do take advantage of it. But it was
Gina do that in my own town too.
Yeah, I love
different places have different things.
I love the opportunity. If I can buy somebody else a cup of coffee, But see, here's the thing that happens though, right? I go into a fast food line, okay, and the guy in front of me will pay for my cheeseburger, okay. So I say, okay, great. I'm going to pay it forward, right? I'm going to pull up. I want to pay for the food for the guy behind me. And I pull up and I go to pay for it, and it turns out the guy's got an SUV with 65 Mexicans, that all want 20-piece McNuggets with the works and everything. That's the type of thing. You never know who you're paying for behind you. It actually, it actually happened to Linda. That actually happened to Linda one time.
Wow.
Where she pulled up,
Okay.
the guy in front of her paid for hers and whatever little thing we were getting, and then it was a full family meal behind her. But I guess if you're gonna, I'm only kidding with the Mexicans, by the way. But I guess if you're gonna pay it forward, then you're gonna pay it forward, and that's it.
Hey, Eric.
Yeah.
You might like this. This is a pay it forward goes hilariously wrong.
Okay.
Got out the drive-through and I was just trapped in the middle of one of them little pay it forward schemes. So I get up to the window and the lady's like, "Don't worry about it. The dude in front of you just paid for you." So I'm like, "Bet. I feel like a good person today too. Shit, let me pay for the person behind me." I should have known what I was getting myself into when this bitch looked at me and said, "Are you sure?" But I was like, "Yeah, I feel like a good person. I could use some good karma today." You know what I'm saying? So shit, here's my card. I got it. Ball out, right? So the lady come back and hand me my receipt, and would you believe these fucking assholes behind me ordered $49.50 for the fucking food?
I'm telling you.
What the fuck was they trying to feed all the starving children? Taco Bell, bitch. It was $2. What'd you get, a burrito? I wasn't aware that the family from Cheaper by the Dozen 3 was in the car behind me when I made my fucking decision. All I know is I better have good karma built up for fucking months. Shit. I don't feel good about this. I feel broke.
That's true. I'm sorry, but that's,
you gotta be careful.
I'm telling you.
It's language, but it's funny. It's funny because we were just talking about it. It happens to people, man. You get caught up in the wrong side of that.
Yep.
Wow.
I'm
It
telling
built.
you. I am
On
telling you.
a totally other coin, a Jacksonville woman won $500,000 on a scratch-off that she bought from a Publix.
What's
Was
her
she on
name?
the horse?
Yeah, what's her name? Be Lisa.
God,
Wow.
I should have gone to the Orange Park Publix. Maybe it could have been.
Now,
Five-
I have a
500
question.
times.
I want to get back to this, Lisa. Why are you not a Starbucks fan?
Well, first of all, times are tough, and it is expensive.
Okay. Yes, it is. I don't think they're
that
very
I thought
costly
of-
anyway. Yeah.
That was what we're going on, 2 years now? I felt that way. But then I heard a story that they did not support our military. And I was like, even more. I'm like, well, frig that. And ever since, I have not.
But do you know if the story's true?
I've discussed it with Jace, and he tells me it's not true.
Okay.
I can't
So,
I can't
I'll let
see it.
Jace
I can't
elaborate.
see an organization like Starbucks not supporting the military. That would be
yeah, I'm just
that would be
yeah,
that
I'm
would
just
really
not
be that would
getting
really
that.
really be their downfall,
Yeah.
That would really
Yeah.
be their downfall.
Any
Jace-
national company that doesn't support the military really, I think they'd take a big hit financially if they didn't. So,
Yeah.
And Jace, why do you say it's not true?
Because I've worked there. I've heard.
Okay.
I've
right.
heard how this whole thing got started.
Okay.
That's
Started
with
by,
a letter, right?
it was started by misinformation that a military member heard
Mhm.
that
Okay.
Starbucks support the troops, sends Starbucks a wordy letter. Of course, you're passionate, so you get upset. A few choice words in there, but nothing degrading and nothing terrible. Just
Mhm.
I was clearly upset.
Uh-huh.
However, I mean, just looking on here, on February 9th, 2017, a few members of the military outreach organization Words of Comfort, Hope, and Promise delivered over $75,000 worth of coffee donated by troops loving Starbucks customers. And Starbucks also has these little Via packets, which is kind of like the oh God, what it like those crystal lights that you can put in your cup.
Okay.
Okay, so it's in a powdered form. You put it in your hot water, or you let it seep, or you do whatever. They send pallets of that, pallets a year. I'm talking like 8 or 9 pallets that they'll send a year, and these boxes have like 20, 30 of them in there.
Okay.
And there's 8 or 9 pallets, and they're full of all kinds of different Starbucks products. You have the K cups for people that are in offices. You have just the is that are going for the soldiers that are on the ground, and not only that, but the information that was provided from Starbucks back to this person that initially wrote the letter. When the guy first wrote the letter, he sent it out to his entire phone book of people, saying why he no longer supports Starbucks and all those different reasons. However, when he got a response from Starbucks about what they actually do to support the troops and bring them coffee and support support their needs, the guy also then sent it out to everybody else again, saying how unfortunately I was misinformed, I was incorrect. They do in fact support their troops, and of course, it's going to make headlines more. Starbucks doesn't support the troops compared to military service member was incorrect in their initial statement. That's always going to make more headlines.
And originally, I also heard that they were going to hire refugees over veterans.
And that's not true because they hire veterans as well. Starbucks military commitment. Ask a better question. Here you go.
Worst thing you saw. Did you agree with why we were there?
What's it like to shoot somebody?
Don't you get lonely?
Have you ever killed anybody?
What was that?
Since 2000.
What did you think when I asked you these questions?
Wait. What is that, Jace?
Since 2013, Starbucks has hired over 10,000 veterans and military spouses. Says we're committed to hiring 15,000 more. See how they're changing our perspective and our company for better every day. The thing that I'm playing for you real quick is the questions that they so often hear in job interviews, such as,
what was the worst thing you saw? Did you agree with why we were there?
What's it like to shoot somebody?
Don't you get lonely?
Have you ever killed anybody?
What? That's interview questions?
No. These are the military service members talking about, these are some of the questions that they hear at other companies. Now I'm going to play the portion of some of the questions that Starbucks has asked military service members. Okay.
What did you think when I asked you these questions?
I had never met anybody from the Navy. That's why I was like asking you all kinds of questions at work. When I heard Marine spouse, I did not expect you.
I get that a lot.
Yeah.
Just being able to see the American flag on an apron sparked this whole other side of our relationship.
All that humanitarian work, I mean, I didn't even know there was that side to the military.
Since I met you, it's been definitely an eye-opener.
Everybody's experience is unique.
You got musicians, you have cooks, you have admin people.
You bring so much support. I know that you and your family are there for me and my family.
With the military family stuff, you understood what was going on.
This says veterans are changing our perspective and our company for the better. And it just goes to show that they've hired, again, 10,000 and they're hiring an additional 15,000. But in Lisa's defense, of course, the headline, Starbucks hires refugees, is going to make more headlines and get more traction than Starbucks hires 15,000 troops.
Okay. Gotcha. I've got some jokes.
Ooh, it's always going to be misunderstood.
All right.
Yeah.
Can we take
All
a
right, I
short?
have some-
All right. We'll
What?
come back
What?
for you. We'll come back for your jokes. Okay. What I would
Okay.
like to do. I want to
Yes.
try something new this morning. Here, we are getting now a lot of. We have. How can I say this? There's an organization that has approved the morning show, and they're sending us independent artist music. Okay, and all types of genre. Everything from adult, contemporary, alternative, blues, Christian, classical, country, easy listening, electronic, folk, all that type of stuff. All right, and what I would like to do this morning is I'm going to go into the rock category. Again, I don't know what I'm going to be listening to here. I don't have the faintest idea, but I'm going to pick one. So I'm going to pick this one this morning. This is called Docks, Docks. The artist name is Leah, Leah Capel, Capelle. It's called, and you guys got to let me know what you think of this, all right? Because this is under the rock, pop, and alternative category. Pop rock. Let's take a listen. We'll be right back with the morning show with Cop and Crew right after this. All right, so check this out.
Going through my closet, trying on my clothes, thinking if I can find something stylish, I'll feel better. I think I'll get a haircut and find a fresh new look. Maybe if I just chop all my hair off, I'll feel better. Move around my furniture, trying to find some flow. Maybe if I make all these changes, this could feel like home. But I think I'm getting restless, like I want to start again. But maybe someone will think that I'm famous or somebody important. I'm sipping whiskey gingers and gazing around the room filled with women all sparkle and leather, trying just as hard as I am. But I just wanna be someone other than me. I just wanna be someone other than me. Got these new Doc Martens, cause I thought that they were cool. And I sure didn't have the money, but I feel better. And I went and got that haircut. I think it looks alright. People's been telling me that I look pretty, so I should feel better. But I just wanna be someone other than me. I just wanna be someone other than me. I just wanna be someone other than me. I just wanna be someone other.
So let me tell you real quick here, and then you can let me know if you want to call in, you can call in, or if you just want, I'm going to ask the crew in a second. But anyway, Leah Capel, she's a stunningly talented alternative pop rock musician from Chicago. She had been performing and studying music from a young age. She attended Berklee College of Music in Boston before moving to the West Coast to pursue music full-time, as well as study at Thornton School of Music at USC. Once settled in L.A., she partnered with Grammy-winning producer Jeff Bova, Album of the Year Celine Dion, Falling Into You, to release her self-titled EP, Leah Capel, in 2015. She found a group of immensely talented musicians to form her band, and they are actively performing in Los Angeles. Her website, just in case you're interested, you can check it out if you're interested, you like her music. And what I'm doing here is I'm trying to bring different things that you might not hear, and this is what I used to say. I used to say, you might not hear it all the time. You might not hear it on the, you're not going to hear this on the radio or anywhere. But now you've heard it here. So it's www.leahcapelle.com. Send her a note. Say, I heard your song. I think it sucks. I like it. Whatever. Talk to her. All right. I think I liked it. What do you think? What do you guys think? Let's start with Jay. What'd you think, Jay?
I like it.
You did?
Catchy, poppy,
okay.
Very interesting.
Okay, cool. So on a scale of 1 to 10, what do you give it?
7.
7. Good. Lisa, what do you think?
I heard the beginning of it. I think it's great. It had a nice little move to it.
Okay. On a scale of 1 to 10? What
10.
is it? 10.
1 out of 10.
Good. You got a 10. And, of course, the one and only Helen. What do you think, Helen? What do you think?
I would give it a 7. She reminded me a little bit of Alanis Morissette and a little bit of Pink.
I agree. I agree. Cool. All right.
I want to give a quick shout out to Austin Mayville in our stream chat this morning. Good morning, Austin. He is from Dutchess County, New York.
Hello, Austin.
Hello.
Let's give him a big cop and crew welcome on 3. 1, 2, 3. Hello.
Hello. Hi.
Hello. Hello. Hello.
How you doing?
Hello. Hello.
Hanging out in Facebook Live, Jerry, Gina, and I'm always going to mess up your name, so we're going to call you Gina C. Heather Claire Lander watching us on Facebook Live. Rob Pantoni, who said hello to you. Christine Sargent, I think I'm saying that right, I hope.
I'll be right back, guys.
All right, hanging out there and watching us. Of course, we had Brian Lee in here earlier. Arjun also says good morning. And Helen Zanigliaro and Lisa Monaco says hello, good morning. And James Salvo, good morning, everybody, hanging out on Facebook Live. Eric, do you remember a couple of months ago, Gina was talking about a story that the Australian people have named a Ferry McFerryface? No?
Say it again.
Where'd he
I'm
go?
sorry. I was handling a telemarketer. Go ahead.
Okay.
Sorry.
So
Again?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Always. So it looks like there is a ferry. Okay. I guess
A gay guy?
No.
Oh.
I didn't say Eric.
You said ferry. I'm sorry.
Say.
Okay, good.
I guess it sounded like that was my accent. Okay.
All right, go ahead.
A
You
ferry.
have no accent.
A what?
No, a ferry.
Yeah,
Ferry.
a gay guy.
Ferry.
Oh, a
my
boat. Why did you
God.
say it? Why did you say a ferry? You said ferry.
Because
You
if I
said
said
ferry.
ferry, I think it's a fucking dinghy.
All right, go ahead. Go ahead.
You
Go
know,
ahead. What?
Dingy.
Okay.
Okay.
That's no. You're gonna make fun of the word dingy? That's a real word. All
I
right.
said because if I had said it's a boat, you would have thought it was a dinghy.
Oh, okay. So there's a gay guy. All right. What about him?
Anyway, they named it Ferry McFerryface.
Okay, that's funny, not McFunny face. Okay, just saying.
No, I just want to know first off who the hell does that. But apparently, this was a public vote to name this ship, this vessel.
Mm-hmm.
People chose the name Ferry McFerryface.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it was the last of 6 new ferries to get a name. The others in the fleet are called Catherine Hamill, Fred Hollows, Victor Chang, and
I don't get it.
Bungaree. No, I'm just letting you know that they are now putting the name of this
Really?
up for change again.
Do you know? I have a bit of trivia for you. That all the JetBlue planes are named with the word blue in it. There you go.
Jet Blue.
Well, there's bippity boppity blue, out of the blue. Every single plane
Really?
has the name with the name blue in it. Yes.
Really?
Ta-ta-ta-ta. Yeah, really.
Who does that?
I think it's kind of cool. Well, I love
It
JetBlue.
is kind of cool. Don't get me wrong. I just think the name Ferry McFerryface is kind of
McOdd face. Yes, it's weird McWeird face. Just saying McFace.
Well,
That's all.
It's redundant, number one, but the fact that people have voted on this and it became the popular name, fairy face.
Maybe we don't have the Australian sense of humor. Did you ever think of that?
Oi, mate, put another shrimp on the barbie. Mm.
Alrighty, mate.
I'm sure everybody in Australia wants to shoot you right now.
Really? Why?
Probably.
That's probably just as bad as a dingo ate my baby.
Mm.
Can I get to my jokes?
Yeah, before you do that, we do have breaking news here. Hold on. Let me get to it.
Seriously?
Yeah, this is...
Oh no.
Yeah, we got breaking news. Let me just check here and make sure I'm just confirming because this is serious shit here. So hold on. All right, everybody, hold on. Well, good morning, everyone. My name is Eric Martin Koppelman with Cobb and Crew in the morning with all the news that matters. Leaping kangaroo smashes into unsuspecting cyclist in Australia. Yes, even going for a leisurely bike ride in Australia isn't without its share of animal-related dangers, as a group of cyclists discovered last weekend. A group of 6 riders was cycling through the Boonha region in southeast Queensland, about an hour from Brisbane. We all know where that is. On Friday, when a kangaroo suddenly emerged from the bushland lining the road and leaped into a female rider, screaming, "I'll get you, Helen Cernigliaro. I'll get you." All right.
Such an ass.
After we crested a hill about 30 kilometers, which is 18 miles for you Americans, into the ride, we slowed for others to catch up, one of the cyclists had said. 2 of us saw the kangaroos on both sides of the road. The ones on the left hopped away, and the ones on the right waited to join its mob. There's actually a video, which we will be posting on the Cop and Crew page, which was captured by the handlebar-mounted camera of one of the riders, which showed the movement when a large kangaroo named Wengo bounded out of the bush on the right side of the road, crossed over to the other side of the road, and in the process collided with one of the cyclists. Reporting the news, giant kangaroos invading Australia, leaping onto...
Excuse me.
What? Yes.
Are they related to Paul the kangaroo?
When asked for comment, Paul the kangaroo said... That was what Paul had to say. And we now go...
Is that what...
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The cyclist...
Can I get to my jokes now? Because
The cyclist... Well, let me finish the story here. This is really important.
Oh,
This is
there's
news
more?
that matters.
Oh.
Yes, the cyclist named Rebecca was injured in the collision, but the kangaroo hopped away apparently unscathed. Rebecca suffered a subluxation of the AC on her right shoulder, where the roo, as they call them, hit her, and a laceration on her left knee, but she has a good laugh about it now. When asked for... I can't do this.
The hell was that?
When asked for comment, we now go live to... we now go live...
What asked for comment, the kangaroo said...
And when asked for, we go live now to our roving reporter Jay in Delaware, where he is now flown to Miami to interview Paul, the aging kangaroo, for a comment. Jay, are you there, Jay? Jay.
This is so stupid.
That's Lisa's word. Jay, are you with Paul the kangaroo?
I am.
You don't sound excited, Jay. Get excited.
I am.
All right. And what has Paul the kangaroo made any comment with regards to the giant leaping kangaroos that are smashing into unsuspecting cyclists in Australia?
He has. Paul, what do you have to say?
Okay, thank you. All right. With all the news that matters. All right.
Or doesn't.
Wait, we have other flashing news here. It is now coming out of Long Island. We have word that Soki Joe has boarded a plane to go to Australia to teach the unsuspecting cyclists how to fight kangaroos. So yes, so Soki Joe on his way to Australia. Actually, hold on one second here, because we got to get to Helen's jokes here. But wait 1 second. We what? Stand by. We are getting a word from Soki Joe here. Hold on just 1 second. Here's Soki Joe. I'm sorry, Joe, are you there?
I'm here. Yeah, I am. I'm Soki Joe, and I'm heading for Australia because I'm going to teach these mother freaking kangaroos something else, all right? I wonder if people in Australia, if you're listening right now, do you know how to use a cell phone as a weapon? I knew you do. All right, so you just keep listening because I'll be Calling you from Australia. Thanks.
Okay. Nobody says nothing. Wow.
Well, I
don't
wonder
even get
why,
it. I don't
because
even-
that was like dumb. But anyway, okay.
All right, let's find out. Jay, did you think that was dumb?
No comment.
Lisa?
Oh,
Lisa?
I'm speechless. It says a lot in itself.
Oh, come on now. You guys see now. Oh, I get it now. I get it now. All right. So see now we're all like your fermenting is over. So in other words, now you're also you're used to the morning show. So now where it used to be like a couple weeks ago, Eric, you're so funny. Now it's like shut the fuck up. Nobody gives a shit what you have to say anymore. You're not funny. It's stupid.
It's not true.
Well, you're funny, but that wasn't funny. I mean,
It wasn't funny to who?
Stand for the
I want to call.
kangaroo.
Listen, I
Stand
bet
for
you.
the kangaroo.
I bet you there's people out there that think it was funny. Okay.
I don't think so.
I bet you there are.
No.
There's a few
I
of
don't
them.
think so.
I bet you.
There's actually a few.
I want you to
Really?
call. All right, I need somebody to come to my defense here. I need somebody to call at 888-583-9930 extension 100. I need you to call and come to my defense and tell Helen and Lisa that I am fun, that Eric is funny, and you appreciated my little bit of stupid humor there.
Hey, Eric.
Yes.
Do you know what tofu and a dildo have in common?
What's that, Jay?
They're both meat substitutes.
Okay. See that? And now, all right. Yeah, it's 9:39. It's time for stupid jokes. Helen, go ahead.
Thank you. At least they'll be funny. Anyway, all right. Question.
Well, thanks for that, Helen. Okay. No, I'm sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead, Helen.
What do you call 100 blondes standing in a row, ear to ear?
Wind tunnel.
Damn it. All right, let's go again. The teacher called to Billy. I asked you to put some more water in the fish tank. Billy said, Miss Johnson, I put some in just yesterday and he hasn't drunk it yet. Get it?
Hold on. I got a caller. Hold on. Caller, who's calling? You're on the air. Go ahead.
It wasn't funny.
Oh,
Thank you, Janet.
All right. You don't think it was funny? You don't think I was funny?
The kangaroo, it wasn't funny. Let poor Helen tell her jokes.
All right, Janet, so you don't think I'm funny? You don't think that was funny?
You are funny, but kangaroo, come on. We got 8 inches of snow, honey.
Okay, hold on, Janet. Anyway, okay.
Wait, I have a joke for you.
What?
What's black and blue and brown and laying in a ditch?
What's that? Say it again.
What's black and blue
Right.
and brown and laying in a ditch?
What?
A brunette who's told too many blonde jokes.
Yeah.
How did you know she's brunette?
I just read. I
Oh,
read
I
the
thought you were
jokes.
talking about Helen or something.
I Google, then I Google, and then I read.
Okay.
Can you spell mousetrap just using 3 letters?
DED.
CAT.
That's so stupid.
Oh.
No, it's not. Shush. What's the major difference between a guitar and a fish?
You can't.
You
You
tune a
can't tune
guitar, you can't tune a fish?
No, you.
Anyway, okay. Next, let's see. All right. What do you say when throwing away a lollipop?
What?
So long, sucker.
Eric, do you see that?
Yes, I see it.
Okay.
What? What? Somebody being mean?
No,
I left him a note. We have to make a phone call for somebody's birthday.
All right,
Okay.
Cool.
How do you drive an accountant to the brink of insanity?
How?
Tie him to a chair, stand in front of him, and reputably fold up a road map the wrong way. All right. I didn't like that either.
Going back to my kangaroo jokes.
Question. Adam, can a match box? Answered Zeke. No, but a tin can. Wow.
Oh, I got a really bad one here. This is a really bad one. You ready? Oh my God, this is really
Question.
bad.
What's the difference between a housefly and a bird?
What?
While a bird can fly, a housefly can't bird.
All right, so this morning on the way to work, I wasn't really paying attention. I drove into the back of a car at some traffic lights, and the driver got out, and it turned to be a dwarf. He said, "I'm not happy." I said, "Well, which one are you then?"
Are you?
Oh my God, I'm gonna get myself in trouble.
Make this phone call already, would you please?
One more. A woman gets on a bus with her baby. The driver says, "Ugh, that's the ugliest baby I've ever seen." The woman walks to the rear of the bus and sits down fuming. She says to the man next to her, "The driver just insulted me." The man says, "You go up there and tell him off. Go on, I'll hold your monkey for you." All right, we're gonna make a phone call here. Hold on. All right, Helen, tell another joke.
Okay. Question: what is the difference between a flea and a wolf?
What?
What?
One prowls on the hairy, and the other howls on the prairie.
Hold on, let me do this here. Hold on.
You don't like my jokes? Just say so.
Hold
They're
on.
funny.
Hold on. Don't.
Hello?
Hey, I'm looking
To a
for
deaf
Rio. I'm looking
person.
for Rio from Madison Rising. Is he there, please?
Yeah, this is him.
Rio, how you doing? My name is Arnold Schwarzenegger. I'm out here in California, Los Angeles. We've heard
to
some
him.
of the Madison Rising music, and I got to tell you, your band sucks. It really is bad. We don't like it. So will you please stop playing? Rio, that's actually Eric from the morning show here at Cop and Crew. Good morning.
Hey, what's going on, man? Yeah, you sounded, there for a minute, I thought this actually was Arnold. No, I didn't. I didn't. Not at all.
No. Well, we
I
have
really
a well. Here's we found you. You ready for this, Rio? Everybody, by the way,
Yeah.
Rio from Madison Rising. At the end of the show, every time we play the Star Spangled Banner, that is Madison Rising, a fantastic band. They've been in the studio here.
Yeah.
We don't invite them in anymore because every time they come here, Jay gets arrested. But the bottom line is, right? The bottom line is, we have found for you the ultimate.
We may actually be, we may be informants,
informant.
but we can't verify that.
That's true. But here's the thing now.
It'll be out in the memo.
Rio, listen here. This is really important shit. Listen to this, right? We found the ultimate singer for your band. All right.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, we did. We did. Now listen to this. She is now. All right, because it's your birthday. It's your birthday today, right? All right. She is now.
It is.
She is now, and you're going. When you hear this, this is like they said in Step Brothers. What did they say, Jay?
She's got a voice like Fergie and Jesus.
All right, so here you go. So Madison Rising is going to have a new female lead singer, and she's going to sing "Happy Birthday" to you right now. Are you ready, Lisa?
Oh,
That's
okay.
so awesome.
Here we go, Lisa. Now here you go. Rio, just sit back in your chair, strap in, and get ready for sounds of. Rio, you are going to think you entered heaven when you hear this voice. You are going to be floating.
Okay.
You're going to be floating on a cloud. You are going to say to the band today, you know, boys, I got to tell you something. I can't sing with you guys anymore after I hear this voice because this is just. Go ahead, Lisa. Hit him with "Happy Birthday." You ready, Rio? Here it goes.
I'm ready.
Here it goes.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Rio. Happy birthday to you.
Now, Rio, have you ever heard anything like that in your life?
I have not. I'm not sure. I think I need a cigarette or a cold shower. I should have done this on a bed of roses.
Yes. Yes.
Give him, Lisa. Go ahead, Lisa. Give me yes. Go ahead, Lisa. Go ahead.
Yes.
All right.
Rio, yes.
That was actually Helen Sonigliero singing. Yeah. So everybody, let's say individually, what do you want to say to Rio, Jay? What do you want to say?
Rio, brother, I hope you're having a great birthday. I wanted to surprise you. I just got a notification from Facebook, so I jumped into Eric's computer remotely. I'm like, we have to call Rio. It's his birthday.
There you go.
So you have
All
a
right.
great
Thank
day,
you
man.
guys so much. I really appreciate it, and I hope you're not, surfing too much in Facebook. Jess took the worst picture this morning. She gave me breakfast in bed, and it's a horrible picture. And if Jason was looking around, he probably saw it already. So
Let's post it right now, Jay. Find that picture. We're posting it everywhere. We're gonna post. Lisa, say happy birthday. Go ahead. Say.
Happy birthday, Rio.
That's Lisa.
What is it?
Thank you so much.
Now we have.
Have a
But
kick-ass day.
I hope you know I'm sharing this picture. Rio sitting in bed, no shirt, leaning up like this.
really? Now,
Isn't that the worst picture? I'm like, what are you doing?
It's great. I love it.
now we also have live from Brooklyn. Marie Castellano would like to say happy birthday to Rio. Maria, you there?
Hey, yo, Rio,
I-
happy
Yo.
birthday. Do
Maria-
everything I wouldn't do. Have a good time, sweetheart.
Maria,
All right, thanks.
Maria, didn't you tell me that you're going to be taking over the band's management, whether they like it or not? What were you saying about that? I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Tell them they'll do what I say. I'll make them run off if they can't refuse.
There you go.
That's all.
There you go.
That's
So,
all.
Oh, shoot.
all right. Well, seriously, Helen Sonigliero, everybody, say hello to Rio if you would.
Hi, Rio. Have a happy birthday. Have fun today, love.
Thank you guys so much. You guys take care up there.
We love you, Rio.
Love
Thank you. We
Rio.
love everything.
And, thank you
Love
for
you guys.
All right.
permission to play your song every day.
Yes, every day.
Yeah, I love it.
At the end of
You
the
usually
show,
catch me at the end of the show.
every day at the end
Singing.
of the show.
There's a lot of fans of your show right now, Common Calamity, that are going, man, we're sick of the tired of that song.
Yeah. Well,
No, everybody loves it.
Absolutely.
Seriously, they do. So we actually have problems with Facebook. Facebook likes to kick us off every now and then, and especially when we play the music. So we'll get about halfway into your song, then we have to cut it. We have to just cut the feed because it's the end of the show. And then people are going, "Why do you keep ending it?" I said, we have permission from the manager. We have permission from the band that we can actually play, but we'll just keep posting the video so people can listen to it in their own time, and it plays in our podcast every day. So
there you go.
Again, I just want to say thank you for not only being a fantastic band, but for being friends. And I hope you have a great birthday.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Thank you so much, man. We really appreciate it. I really appreciate it. And, it's a pleasure to be a part of you guys. And, as much as I can be, and then hopefully, you'll have me on again later on.
Well, we
let everybody know I am posting the picture of Rio and his birthday suit, I guess you want to call it, on our Cop and Crew Facebook page. And I'm tagging him.
Madison, right?
Isn't that the worst? You don't do that to people on their birthday.
Madison,
I was like, what are you doing?
Madison Rising Rio actually has a solo album out. This is here's Rio singing. Here he is. All right, no, I'm just kidding. Happy birthday, Rio. All right, happy birthday.
Thanks, guys.
Take care, my
and
friend.
You have a fun, Austin Mayville and Stream. Happy birthday, Rio. Stuffy, happy birthday, Rio. And you have everybody making comments. Gina C says a cold shower. Ha ha.
There you go.
Hey, Eric.
Thanks, guys.
Yes. Bye, Rio. Bye. Yes.
Bye, Rio.
Yes, Helen. What's up?
In response to the blonde jokes that I keep getting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Here it
These
comes.
jokes are going to be funny. Here we go. Why are brunettes so proud of their hair?
Because it's not blonde.
It matches their mustache.
Ooh. I'll go joke for you. Ready?
Go
My
ahead.
grandpa started walking 5 miles a day when he was 60. Now he's 97 years old, and we have no idea where he is.
Who makes bras for brunettes?
Who?
Fisher Price.
Bob left work one Friday, but it was payday, so instead of going home, he stayed out the entire weekend partying with his mates and spending his entire wages. When he finally appeared at the home on Sunday night, he was confronted by his angry wife and was barraged for nearly 2 hours with a tirade befitting his actions. Finally, his wife stopped the nagging and said to him, "How would you like it if you didn't see me for 2 or 3 days?" He replied, "That would be fine with me." Monday went by and he didn't see his wife. Tuesday and Wednesday came by and went with the same results. But on Thursday, the swelling went down just enough where he could see her just a little bit out of the corner of his left eye. There you go. I made Helen laugh. See that? Go ahead.
What do you call a good-looking man with a brunette?
What?
A hostage.
I read that one just before. to
Did you
myself,
really?
though.
A
To
dog-
Well, to yourself.
Last one.
Okay.
I got one, then you got one. Ready? A dog walked into a
Okay.
telegram office one day. He took out a blank form and wrote on it, "Woof, woof, 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 woof." And then he handed it to the clerk. The clerk examined the paper and said to the dog, "You know there are only 9 words here. You could send another woof for the same price." The dog replied, "But that would make no sense at all."
What do you call a brunette in a room full of blondes?
What?
Invisible.
Nice.
Did you know, did we talk about this? Today was in 1986, the Space Shuttle Challenger exploded.
We did not.
No, we did not.
You know what Christine McAuliffe's last
It was
words were?
yesterday? What's today?
Eric, Eric, don't you do this.
You know what Christy McAuliffe's last words were on the space shuttle?
Oh, shit.
No, what's this
What?
button do? Sorry.
Jesus.
Actually,
Oh, no, so what's today? Today's the 30th?
Today's 30th.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, true story. Do you know Kristen McAuliffe's eye color?
What?
Blue. One blue this way, one that way.
You know where she spent her vacation? All over Florida.
Oh my.
Sorry. I'm sorry. You started this.
Oh
Look at-
my God.
These are. Oh, Micah, no sense of humor anymore. None.
Ugh.
No sense of humor. None.
What do you get when you wake up on a work day and realize you ran out of coffee?
What?
A
Sad.
depresso.
Ooh.
Sucky.
Wow.
Oh, that was good. All right. Got it.
Anyway. Oh, okay. Everybody's in a bad mood today.
Why are eggs
Oh,
not
is it a
very
bad
much
mood
into
or no?
jokes?
What?
That.
What's that?
Why are eggs not very much into jokes?
Why are I don't know, Lisa. Why are eggs not too much into
Because
jokes?
they could crack up.
Ah.
Duh. Duh.
Ah.
What? Okay.
Duh.
Ah.
If it's a duh one, I missed it. Sorry.
I'm trying to see if there's
Because you're
anything.
blonde.
Oh. Wow. So they have now
You're so pretty, though.
Jay'll appreciate this one.
Austin Mayville says both of you should be comedians.
The road to hell
Hey,
may
we're funny, damn it.
The road to hell may or may not be paved with good intentions, but a stretch of highway in Arizona is being maintained with the best of intentions by Satanists. The Satanic Temple of Arizona adopted a stretch of I-10 near Casa Grande and sent volunteers armed with pitchforks to pick up trash on the highway to Phoenix or Tucson, depending upon which direction you're driving. American Curl, a member of the group, told the local Fox station KZAZ that she asked the State Department of Transportation if they could do the cleanup. I just want to clean up the highway. Please give me a highway to clean up. And they said, fine. After filling out the form and paying a fee, then working like the devil to keep the road clean, the group now has a sign which says, adopt a highway, the Satanic Temple in Arizona. So they say, Satanic people adopt a highway, so you might as well start playing some AC/DC now.
Highway to hell.
True story.
I dig it.
I have a true story.
Sure, please.
Tom Hanks is going to play Mr. Rogers in an upcoming biography movie.
So that yesterday.
And Soaky Joe can be his stuntman, I was thinking.
Really?
But Mr. Rogers, for those of you who don't know, was a beloved children's TV host on Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. And the title of the movie is You Are My Friend. And the movie will focus on Rogers' friendship with journalist Tom Junod, who I do not know. It's coming out in 2019.
The You Are My Friend, or I Like to Touch You? I'm not sure.
Apparently, You Are My Friend.
Okay.
That is the title. But I thought, wow, isn't that interesting? Because you always do Mr. Rogers there.
I do.
Eric,
Yes,
you
I
always
do. Yes,
How
I
are
do.
you doing today, kids?
I'm doing. I can't do it unless I play the song. I have to do the
Okay.
song.
Well, there you go.
It's a
So
wonderful
anyway,
day
a
in the
movie's coming out.
neighborhood, a wonderful day in the neighborhood.
Anyway, all right. So what, Lisa? Are you not feeling good again today? You got to go to the
I'm
doctor.
good.
You got to go to the doctor, Lee.
I'm good.
Yeah.
No
okay.
worries.
All right. We worry about you. We do. We do.
Oh, thank you.
We do. Jay, what do you got? Anything? Or should we say goodbye?
No, I always have stuff. I mean, there's so much stuff going on. It's kind of scary. You have Mark Ruffalo leads a counter event to Trump's State of the Union address. Stephen Hawking takes Hunt to court over NHS. I don't know what the hell that was. There's so much going on. Of course, Facebook is going to start showing you more local news in your area, which I think they kind of are, though, aren't they? As it is, if you think about it.
I would think so.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you already put your area on there. And don't get me wrong, Facebook is doing a lot of different things. We talked about it early last week or late last week, how they're going to start verifying these profiles that are sharing news. And I had to show Helen how that one particular thing, even with sharing news, can be manipulated, and how I think that's a bad idea. But they're going to start showing users more local news. On today, Monday, the social network announced that one of the flurry of changes that is making to the newsfeed is to prioritize stories and news outlets from the area where the user lives. The company has been seriously criticized in recent months over the spread of disinformation and hoaxes on its platform, and is making significant changes to try to combat this, also including sorting news by how trustworthy users think they are. Then again, I still don't agree with that, because you can have a bunch of trolls that can mark those accounts, and you have plenty of people that have multiple Facebook accounts and can say, my one vote can now count as 2 votes because I have multiple profiles, or I have this, or I have that. But Mark Zuckerberg goes on to say that starting today, we are going to show more stories from news sources in your local area, city, or town. If you follow a local publisher, or if someone shares a local story, it may show up higher in the newsfeed. And we are starting this first in the U.S., and then our goal is to expand to more countries this year. So, I mean, then again, people, as it is, are already going to. Heather Lander says, "Happy birthday" from the UK on the picture I posted of Rio this morning. Happy birthday. People are already going to multiple outlets for their news. So, it makes me wonder, if you're already doing that, what makes you think that Facebook is going to be any more or less trusted, especially if, like I said, I just showed Helen the other day how a share can be
scary. Yeah.
Seriously, if a share can be manipulated, what is the point of even doing something like that when you can go in and change the link? So. Austin Mevo says, both of you should be comedians. You guys are funny and awesome. You guys make a good show. Thank you, Austin. Appreciate that.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank
so
you.
Helen, Heather
Yes.
said, Helen, I'm on my way to save you from Paul the kangaroo.
Thank you.
Very good. Cool.
Yeah.
Very
Also, Heather says, "No, Eric, don't make me get into the airport and take a flight to slap you."
Ooh, I've got me a supporter. Thank you, Heather. Ha 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 ha.
Okay.
So
Anyway,
it's
all right.
9:58.
It's time to say goodbye.
Okay.
Now it's time to say goodbye because we don't give a shit. No, I'm sorry. Anyway.
S-H-I-T. Oh, no. Okay,
What?
ran out of letters.
Yeah. Okay.
Now
All right. So let's
Yeah,
start.
we're trying to sing it.
Let's start with Mike. Mike. Mike.
Is Mike here?
Mike.
Nope.
Mike. Where? Oh, Mike's not here. Where's
Mike's not
Mike?
here.
Okay, it's time to play the game. Where's Mike? All right. It's like, where's Waldo?
He's probably in Temple. Leave him alone.
Yeah. Hava Shamila. Whatever. All right. Let's start with the lovely.
Shamila?
Did he call and say he was not coming to class today?
No. No. The selfish bastard.
Bye,
No. No.
You know, he
It's
should
not- I know-
at least
oh, wait,
call the
oh, wait.
teacher and say, listen, I'm
I
okay.
did get
I
him.
won't be
Hold
there
on.
today.
I stand corrected. I did get a message. Dear Eric, it's Mike. It's snowing out, and I can't get the cleaners to open their doors so I can get my suit. I'm standing in my underwear out in front of the cleaners. I probably won't be in today. I need a. Yeah. So he's like our little Eddie Munster. You know, always gonna wear a
He
suit.
always looks dapper.
Yeah.
He does.
Anyway, we're only
He
kidding
does.
with you, Mike. We love you. Shit. Anyway, yeah, you're a great guy. Anyway, all right. So what do we got? Lisa Marie.
Yes,
Lisa doesn't look happy anymore. She just doesn't.
I'm happy.
She doesn't.
I'm
look
always happy.
She doesn't look happy.
I'm always happy.
Are you? How happy
Yes.
are you? Good.
I'm so freaking happy.
So freaking happy.
Look at those white teeth. Wow.
I know she's a freaking Orbit commercial.
You could be.
You know.
Absolutely.
Ready? Do it.
There you go. She bangs her head against the wall. Actually,
I have something for my closing.
please, if you
Closing
would. Go ahead,
words.
go
You
ahead.
ready?
We're ready. Born ready.
This is a funny one, but it's got a good point to it.
Uh-huh.
Pumpkin, shush. Pumpkin's talking too. When life throws you curveballs,
Mm-hmm.
swing at those motherfuckers like Stevie Wonder with a lightsaber.
Wow. That's funny. Well, okie dokie. now.
Okay.
There's a snort. We got a snort.
You got to snort. It's a
All
good
right.
sign. You got to
that?
snort.
Helen,
How
did you
funny
see
is
Stevie
that?
Wonder's new record?
I beg your pardon?
Did you see Stevie Wonder's new record?
No, what is it?
No.
Neither did he.
Yeah, here's Stevie Wonder. I can see clear. Never mind. All right. Anyway.
You guys want to see my impression of Stevie Wonder?
Sure. Can't wait.
Oh wait,
Stop.
I
stop,
actually,
okay?
when we were doing the red carpet on Radio City that one time, Stevie gets out of the limo, and his aide walks him into the center. You know, so everybody's shouting at him. So I'm like, Stevie, look over it. Never mind, Stevie, just listen for the voice. Well, they got mad at me. You know, his aides get mad, and they kind of look at me like crazy. But you can see Stevie was like laughing his ass off. He was laughing. So I got pictures. If you look on my Facebook, you'll actually see pictures of Stevie Wonder. So anyway, okay. Helen, what do you got?
Thanks for tuning in today, everybody. Stay safe in the snow, especially up on Long Island. Is it snowing in Delaware, Jace?
Yes, it is.
Okay, stay safe in Delaware. Stay safe everywhere. Janet, we hope everything is getting better for you, and we will see you tomorrow.
That's right.
Jay.
I want to let you know if you missed any part of the show, we are on iTunes, iHeartRadio, Podbean, Podsnack, Mixler, Spreaker, TuneIn Radio, Facebook Live, Twitch, TuneIn. We are also on the Amazon Alexa. Just say, Alexa, play www.wliny.com, and she will say, now tuning into Liney.
Yes, absolutely.
Which is really funny. I'm not even kidding. That's
what she says.
Liney.
That's what she says.
Liney.
You know, Alexa tells funnier jokes than Helen.
Yeah. Well,
Wow.
Because, no, I'm not even kidding. Tristan walks into my bedroom every morning and says, "Good morning, Alexa." No, and she says, "Good morning," because he can't identify which child it is.
Yeah.
And then Tristan says, "Alexa, tell me a fart joke." And Alexa says, "What do you call a dinosaur fart?" A blast from the past.
Friendship is all about trusting each other, helping each other, loving each other, and being crazy together. And the one thing you always want to remember here, folks, in order to be successful, your focus has to be so intense that people think you're crazy. So if you think
That's right.
So if you think I'm
That's
crazy,
us.
so if you think I'm crazy, we're crazy, we are crazy. we're focused. Anyway, good. Thanks for the show, guys. Thanks for everybody listening. Jay, I love you. Lisa,
Love
thank
you.
you so much. Helen,
Love
thank you
you.
so much. Mike. Mike.
Mike.
Mike.
Mike.
Okay.
Mike.
Mike. Anyway.
Mike.
I feel like those birds from Finding Nemo. Mine.
You know, he's probably still trying to dial on his flip phone because, you know, you got to go A, B, 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 D, D, D. So, you know.
Janet, we love you. And, listen, yesterday, Janet's other daughter, that she lost one daughter a few weeks ago. And then her other daughter yesterday is having a medical issue, had a cardiac arrest and also dealing with renal failure. So we're praying for her that, that all goes well. And for Janet, for peace in her life, and for sanity and serenity, because I can't imagine, when you're looking at a sick child, no matter how old the child is, they're always your child. They could be 102 and they're still your child. So, and I want to thank Chef Gail for joining us on the show today. I want to say happy birthday to Rio. Thank you, everybody, for listening. We love you. And remember, life is what happens when you're busy
making
other
plans.
Say goodbye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.